I'm gonna need you to not get in my lap, Brewdog.
The biggest question is, can my connection maintain for any amount of
Oh,
time?
you
What?
you looped for me because I had the sound on the chat.
Oh, so it's working.
It is, yeah. It's up. It's up.
I'm gonna
This
turn
is
the,
this is Snake chat.
I'm gonna turn the music back on because I don't play with music. The music is kind of good in this game, though, if you're into that kind of thing.
Woo! My chores have been dealt with. I am
Oh,
free for
I
another
can.
hour.
Can you see the stream? Another hour.
No, I can't see the stream yet. I'm
Oh,
getting
okay.
ready to get to my computer.
All right, so we'll do an arena run because that's the only thing you can do right now. Now here's the thing: we have 3 gold. It
okay.
costs 2 gold to get different choices. We'll get 3 new choices if we spend 2 gold, and you can see the prices for these things above them, right? So the Beastmaster throws a knife and spawns 2 critters if it's a critical hit. The Scout throws a knife and it chains 3 times, same damage. The Barbarian does an area of effect, which stuns and does 11 damage.
Well, we can't do anything but the scout, though, right?
No, we have 3. This is 2. We could buy any 2. Well,
Oh.
no, we can't get the Beastmaster and the Barbarian.
Right. The scout seems like that would be interesting with the ricochet,
All right.
and then
We can also save our money. But this is the length of our snake. So we have a 1 length snake right now.
what does the barbarian do again?
That's so the melee is, it's a little square that appears next to the snake. So I have to try to get in close for melee attacks, but they're very powerful.
Oh. Beastmaster also throws a knife, but he spawns stuff.
Oh,
Correct?
right. I should talk about synergy as well. You see these dots down here?
Yeah.
That's showing us what the synergy will become if we buy this. If we get all of 1 vertical row, or column, I should say, we will get this effect, which is plus percentage chance to crit to allied rogues. And rogues are the ones with this symbol. This is the Aspie portion I was warning you about.
Yeah, I don't fully understand that. You pick this. I picked the first. You pick the second.
All right, we will go for synergy. See, now we have 2 squares here. If we get another rogue... Say what?
Dr. Dick just subscribed.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
If we get another rogue, we'll fill this out and we will get this bonus, which is a good thing. 4 times damage. That's nice. All right.
Zero skill says no mouse cursor. That's a good point because you were talking about like this and I couldn't see.
Oh, right. Because, well, they complain when I play Cataclysm and there's a mouse cursor on the screen. I don't know if this will update live.
Let's hope so. Hello, Skeletor.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. This one will
I saw
be
it for a second.
this one will be really easy.
Oh, so you have to kill those guys?
Right. Now notice there's no shading. There's no graphics. They're just all blobs. The effects are nice, though.
Yeah, it's simple.
And the sound.
Oh, I can't hear that because otherwise I'll hear you.
Oh, right, yeah. I think you would like the menu sounds. Okay, so now we have more choices, but again, we only have 3 gold. Right, so merchant increases the interest. So if we're going to be savers, if we're going to hoard our gold and gain interest from it, if we hire merchants, that will help with that. But that's like kind of dead weight on the snake, right? They don't do anything else.
We're not in a position yet that we can afford to have dead weight.
All right, so the
He's not attacking.
The Arcanist launches a slow-moving orb that launches projectiles. So basically, you know, he fires off in one direction, and if it gets near an enemy, it shoots it.
That's actually kind of cool. Do we have to worry about friendly fire at all? Like,
no, not at all.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then let's do. What's the swordsman?
And the swordsman is, more in close area of effect.
I kind of want the Arcanist.
Yeah, well,
The Arcanist.
all of these are one cost. We could potentially buy all of them. Or we could
Oh.
also save.
I want the Arcanist for sure.
All right.
I don't know if I really... Melee doesn't make sense to me in this format, but maybe it will later.
Well, so it's not really... what happens is there's a cooldown timer, right? And
Right.
when the cooldown timer fills up and you get close to an enemy, it goes off, but it's a big square. And if any other enemies are in the big square at the time, they also take damage.
Okay.
It's kind of like a landmine.
Let's move on. Let's see
Alright.
if we've made a mistake.
You want to just play this then?
Yeah.
Oh, also we can affect the order of the snake. I don't think it matters right now. We'll put the mage in the back. No, you know what? Let's put the mage in the middle.
He's probably squishy, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the fighters, the melee guys, they do tend to have more hit points, I think. So you see the bottom left there, that's our... Those blobs are our hit points at the top. They'll start to hollow out. And our timers below that.
I thought this was gonna be a lot easier. Oh, look, they're going fast. They like sped up there. That
The green ones, when they die, they infect all the other ones and they become aggressive. Alright, so now we've rolled one that we've already got. You see the little dot next to it? So we've already got an Arcanist. If we buy this, we stack another Arcanist. And ultimately, we can build it up to level 3. And you can see the level 3 bonus is 50% attack speed for the orb.
Oh, so it's faster.
And 2 shots per shot. Did you notice the orbs?
I did. I saw them in
Okay,
there.
yeah.
What's the magician do? And the Spellblade. I haven't seen those.
So the magician is kind of like the melee class. He creates a square, but instead of having to be next to them, he casts his out at them. So it has a larger range.
I like anything range because it means they stay away from us, but I don't see the point of the melee builds yet. But
And then we got Spellblade, which is both a mage and a rogue. Now we are kind of on a rogue build right here. So this would fulfill one of our synergies if we took the Spellblade. The Spellblade throws knives that deal 18 damage, which is kind of high, and they pierce and spiral outward.
it also mentions we can do tighter turns, which seems like that would be a useful skill.
That
Oh,
is
that's
that's
if
for
we're level
the
3. Never mind. Okay.
that's for the knives.
Oh, okay. Let's do the Spellblade. Let's go Spellblade.
All right, we still have
It's
two.
expensive,
You know what?
yeah.
We should take the Arcanist because we should always be stacking.
Okay.
And then, well, now we're not doing a mage build, but we do have one mage, so we could start building toward like a rogue mage if you want to take the magician.
He's not certified for the Magician's Alliance, so I think
All right.
I'd feel better with an Alliance certified magician.
He told me that he had his license, but like there was some political stuff with the union.
Yeah, they all say that. He didn't even put any like people on his resume. References, no references.
It was all skeletons. Oh, there's a green one. Oh, there's a bunch of green
Oh.
ones.
There they go. Oh, look how fast they're going. C. Madrid just subscribed, as did Ralph. Thank you guys.
Oh, this is a rough one.
Oh, there's so many.
I'm not taking any damage though. This is a pretty good build. Oh, so now we have an artifact. Plus defense to all allies whenever a warrior's hit. We don't have any warriors. Mages cast spells faster. We have one mage. When enemies hit walls, they create an area based on the knockback force. That's interesting. Also, so I haven't done it yet because I haven't, the enemies haven't gotten to me yet. But there's a physics thing. We can tail whip them and ram them and stuff. We take damage, but we can smack them around. So this, if we smack them into the wall, there'll be like a domino effect.
Oh.
I'm not great at it, but it happens inevitably when they start getting too thick.
Yeah, I said let's do that because it looks like that last one was pretty heavy. Full of people. Also, let's say there's a bowl with 100 Skittles. One of the Skittles is laced with a deadly poison. For each Skittle you eat, you get $200,000. How many would you eat?
If I have a 1% chance,
Yeah, I mean, pretty bad.
100%.
I'd eat at least 10.
Probably me too. Although, if we had an unlimited amount of time, I would like to know what the poison is and see if I could build up an immunity to it.
Probably just eat one or two.
You'd be a multi-millionaire with no kidneys or pancreas.
You can buy more for that amount of money.
Sitting there in your chair, getting dialysis all day long, counting your gold coins.
Please,
Right.
Delara.
All right, so we have our new choices here now. This is interesting. The game has been updated. These synergies used to take 2, but now it looks like they just take 1.
Oh.
So they've buffed this. So we have the Cleric, which is a healing orb. This will just randomly heal us. Or no, maybe
Okay.
I guess healing orb means it creates it out in the world, but I got to try to fly into it.
Probably, yeah. I think a healer would be good for our build because we don't have one currently.
Okay. I'm going to
So
kind
I
of
would-
tuck him in here with the mage.
What are the other swordsmen? We saw what's the
Swordsman's,
other
you've
one?
seen the Vagrant 13 damage projectile. So that's pretty generic.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by that really.
Now we do have the ability to re-roll, so we spend 2 gold, we get nothing for it. We get 3 new choices that might also be awful, or might be exactly what we're looking for. Eventually we do have to use that.
Well, do we want to re-roll now?
I'm really confident that I could burn through the next 2 with this.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's do that then. Let's not waste. What game may this be? SNKRX. This is just it's Snake.
Well, it's definitely not Snake.
It's Snake with RPG sort of elements.
Oh, that's the healing orb. Well, I got it.
The green one?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Nice.
I think they've changed how that works. So this was one of those game jam games this dude made. And it's fucking amazing. And now it's a huge hit on Steam. So he's really like polishing it up and developing more on it. Okay, so we take the Arcanist every time because we got a stack. Now you see what happens here. You see how they got 2 dots? When you have 1 and 1 and you get another one, you go down to 2. So now we got a level 2 guy.
Oh, okay.
Barrager shoots a barrage of 3 arrows. That's a ranger class. And the Bane curses for 6 seconds. They will create small void rifts on death. So every cooldown, this guy shoots out lightning bolts. It hits 6 enemies. If you kill them within 6 seconds, horrible things start to happen. In this case, it's like a little area of effect damage for the other enemies.
Oh, I like that.
All right, you want him, now he is a 3 cost. This is a tier 3. This is like a powerful one, but expensive.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Let's spend some gold.
And we have 6. We can only have 7. So now we have to start like really being selective.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so there was the curse. There's the void rifts. Okay, those aren't that great actually.
Oh, I see him now, yeah. Oh, was that a waste of a slot to put him in?
You can get refunds. We get our money back. So if we decide to
Oh.
swap him out, it's not a big deal.
I think he might be more useful once it gets really thick, but
Now those white ones are tough, and we're about to lose our mage. You see his life bar down there, so I'm definitely
oh, I see that.
I'm taking some heavy damage on this one. But I went right into that. All right, we lost one.
Oh no, we lost. Yeah, just the one.
It's all good though. Could have done this with half of those. All right, now remember we got one more slot, so we got to really be, or at any point now we have a bunch of level 1s. So like our scout, for example, the jester still completes the synergy, but it gives us something else. So if we wanted to swap those out, we could.
What does the Jester give us?
So the Jester is another curse, and they will explode into knives. Now that doesn't do any damage. Keep that in mind. If we take this, we reduce our overall killing power.
Oh, that's a good point.
The dual gunner is kind of like... Oh, we don't have an archer, do we? He's basically an archer that shoots 2. But he's also a rogue, so that's rogue synergy.
He's got 15.6 damage. That's not bad compared to some of the others we've seen.
The illusionist launches a projectile that deals 13 damage and creates copies that do the same. I don't know exactly how that works. I don't remember that. But it sounds like it's a...
You want to do that one?
Which one?
Illusionist, since he's also a mage, since we've already got some mage classes, or would that be too many of the same kind?
No, illusionist will give us sorcerer synergy, which is sorcerers repeat their attacks once every 4 attacks. So that makes us faster, basically.
This is a really clever game.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
But the dual gunner is... What are you saying, Wendell?
No, I mean, it's just like, there's so many little things.
Oh, yeah. So the dual gunner keeps our rogue synergy, and you see it gives us 1 extra. We're never going to get all the way to 6 unless we start really swapping out. But that'll allow us to get rid of for example, a Beastmaster, if we don't want him, for something else without losing our rogue synergy. So, I don't really care. Do you have a preference?
No, I do not.
All right, I'm taking the illusionist.
I was kind of like leaning towards the illusionist, but I don't feel like I know why. I was just like, oh, that sounds cooler than the gunner.
Oh, this is an elite, so this is a boss battle.
Oh.
I feel like these are kind of unfair, honestly, because he can summon infinite waves. I have to really be aggressive with him. Oh, those voids. Wow, those voids really fucked him up. Look at this. He's done.
Maybe that was actually better than we thought it was.
Everything I said about... I can't remember what that one's name was. I'll take it back.
He was a cursor. The Bane.
All right. So ranger arrows. We don't have any rangers.
No.
The damage over time. I don't think we do damage over time. Mages cast spells faster. Now there's a reroll here, but it costs 5.
Ooh. No, you want to reroll though? Because I feel like none of these are that great for us.
All right. So now we have position 5 shoots 3 projectiles per second. I highly suggest we take that one. We increase the game area size. That's interesting.
Oh.
And damage over time, which we don't have. I like shoot 5 because it's just this like constant, just blasting out blindly of wonderful
Spray
projectiles.
and pray. Yeah, I kind of like that too. Magnify will probably be more useful later in the game, but I kind of like shoot 5 better.
But here's the thing about this game. Highest I've gotten is like 17. Goes to 25. We ain't getting to 25.
You don't have that.
All right, so we got some interest there. Did you see that? We earned 2 interest because we held enough gold. So once we start getting higher and higher gold, that really starts to pay off. But, you got to quit buying stuff and quit re-rolling. Cryomancer. So this is just a big bubble around us. And anything that gets inside that bubble starts taking damage.
I kind of like that.
That's a mage. The witch. So, those little void bubbles? The witch basically creates those, but they last a lot longer. And they bounce around the screen, like the DVD logo.
So they're not static, yeah.
Yeah. The Jester, that's another curse. Oh, we saw him before. But keep in mind, these are both very good, but something has to be replaced.
What was the Cryomancer thing again? I immediately forgot.
There's a big bubble that does damage to anything that gets inside of it.
But
that stays on us.
Could we replace the one that we make that makes the bubble with either the Cryomancer or the Witch?
Okay, the one that makes the bubble would be...
I can't remember what... No, I mean, like, there was one already in our team that did that.
Oh, the Bane that did the Void Rifts? Is that what you want to get rid of?
Yeah, could we replace that with one that does something similar here?
Yes, okay. So we'll take the Cryomancer, and we'll put the Cryomancer at the head. He's squishy. No, not at the head. Let's put the Scout in front of him, but we want him up front because We want like a bunch of bubble out front that I can just, go at them with. Now we do have a lot of gold. Rerolls, totally an option here. We can't buy either of these unless we trade another one.
I'm happy with this. Let's
You want to roll this?
Yeah, let's try this.
This might be the last time we go without a reroll because I won't be confident. So you see our bubble there?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that.
Now we put him right up front. We could shift that forward a little bit, be a lot easier, but risk him.
That's great. I like having the healer too.
I got to be better about picking up the orbs. Oh, about to lose somebody.
Oh. Rip. Oh, this is chaotic.
Oh,
Like,
lost one.
We'll make it to 25.
Oh,
but I'm not
lost
so
another
sure.
one. That's all right. This is the last wave. This is the last wave.
There's a healing orb on the other side there.
All right. So that we barely got through that. It would be nice to have some upgrades from this.
Oh, we got minor twice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
this is nothing. This is mercenary class. Just he's like has to do with gold making you richer. Like the
Like the
interest.
merchant. Yeah.
The engineer it drops sentries, so he creates blobs that fight for us.
That might not be bad. Do you want to reroll? Since we got two of the same one?
I think we absolutely have to reroll now. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I want to start seeing upgrades. I want to spend money, but I don't want to replace.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Oh, we got another, yeah.
All right. So now we have the option of the archer. The archer is just your really basic shoot guy. Really low level.
They say 12 damage isn't fantastic. But
No, it's not. I'm gonna reroll 2 more times. Are you interested in any of this?
No, not really.
Okay, perfect. That takes us to 21. I'm comfortable saving there unless you want to roll more.
No, let's go. What's the worst that could happen? We lose everything?
Yeah, he's gonna get smashed is what's gonna happen. Eventually. Alright, I got orbs. Focus on the orbs. Also, we're getting into the point of the game where gold pieces are going to start showing up. I'm bad at spotting them. So if you see one... Alright, this is working out.
Get around.
Those upgrades were good.
I feel like if I was trying to control this, I would be distracted by a lot of stuff.
You kind of just got to, zero in, focus on your snake. Alright, that was actually pretty easy.
That went smoothly.
Alright, so this is a swarmer, and this is actually synergy? Who do we got that swarms? The Beastmaster. Okay.
Oh, he does.
So this is a curse, and when they die, they turn into bugs that fight for us. And that synergy is plus hits to critters, so they get more hit points. The Pyromancer is exactly like the blue bubble. We could buy the Pyromancer, put him on the tail, and have a big giant zone of damage, but they're squishy.
So he needs to be in the shielded area, right?
There's no shield.
Oh.
There's only damage.
But I thought we already had a shield, or did we get rid of the guy who did that?
The big blue thing?
Yeah.
Damage. Anything inside of that, we're hurting.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is more of that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we just go like really brutal. Maybe that's the build we go with. Like no protection, just constant damage.
The glass cannon?
Yeah.
But who do you get rid of in this case?
I don't know. Mouse over him again. Who all do we have?
We got Spellblade. So he throws the knives. I haven't really
Is he
paid
really
that.
that great?
I haven't paid much attention about what he's. I mean, it's too chaotic at this point to really quantify their contributions. We
Yeah.
got the Beastmaster. Now you see the little orange dots on the board sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen his stuff.
He's responsible for those. Those are pretty helpful. We got the cleric. I feel like we got to keep the cleric.
Yeah, I like the healer.
The illusionist.
Can we juice the cleric? Like, a cleric on steroids would probably be great.
That's the reroll. So every time we reroll, we get a chance to get a cleric upgrade.
Oh, let's not reroll again. We can probably make it one more level.
Oh no, I think we might reroll a couple of times. The interest has, I think, diminishing returns. I'm gonna reroll down to 30 unless we want something here. Okay. The illusionist, that's the one that I don't really understand how this works still. I tried to pay attention to that, and I gotta be honest. But he is part of our sorcerer synergy, so we give that up if we give him up. The Cryomancer is the big blue bubble, and the scout is 26 damage and a chain. That's probably a lot of our damage, to be honest.
Do I have an OS2 update? No. Lord, no. Those are just props.
I want the Pyromancer.
You want the... What are you going to give up, though? It's a tough choice.
The blade slinger, or what, I forget their name.
The Spellblade? You want to get rid of the Spellblade? Now, the Spellblade is mage synergy. Oh, I don't even have mage synergy. All right. Get rid of the Spellblade. Take the Pyromancer. I'm gonna do like a sandwich here, like rogues on the tips, and then damage bubbles right behind them. All right, and you interested in either of these other two? Because I'm gonna re-roll.
No, I'm good.
That's garbage. Another scout up. That's nice, and then we take the Arcanist. The other thing about taking upgrades, though, is you start to get married to them because you're spending all that money. So that's the artifact. How amazing is that?
Yeah. Oh, they're actually all really good, I think. My neighbors are playing country music really loudly. I think my mic can pick it up. You can just hear the dur, dur,
Are they outside?
Yeah, they're playing cornhole.
Oh.
Classic.
You get that feeling before you lose your... There you go.
Oh! Oh, I got smashed there. We got another wave. Those white ones are real trouble because they shoot out like a fucking MAC-10, just like a spray, and it'll just roast you. Oh, we're losing the cleric.
Oh no, not our healer.
Oh, he's about to shoot.
Keep the healer up.
All right, I got the... Oh, that's good. It wasn't super close, but that was not comfortable either.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
So we don't want this. This is garbage. We don't have warriors. Position 3 has plus 50% attack speed. So whatever we put here, we can juice up the attack speed. That's nice, but the Ouroboros technique, if I spin to the left, it puts a shield on me.
That doesn't seem...
Every time you turn left?
You have to, spin left. You have to spin for like a second, and then it boosts the shield up. Oh. But you have to keep spinning.
That would be cool if you were firing a lot of projectiles and you had the damage bubble.
But, I mean, you're basically tanking whatever comes at you. You can't dodge at that point.
Mm.
It's kind of like, when the bullet hell gets to be too much, it's sort of like, just like tucking and rolling.
This game is insane.
It has a surprising amount of depth. I don't think the turning left one is that great. But
you want to go with the speed? All right,
yeah.
I agree. The speed one is really good. Now the next question is, who gets the number 3 spot?
The cleric.
It's a projectile booster, right? I think. Well,
it would not.
I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. We have 49 gold. I'm definitely taking the Cryomancer upgrade. Well, it can't be the Cryomancer. It can't be the Pyromancer. So we got the Beastmaster, the Illusionist, the Arcanist doing the slow-moving orbs faster. That seems good.
Yeah, that is good.
That seems good.
Because they're doing 26 damage, but they're like doing multiples of 26 damage each orb. Okay, I don't want an archer. Saboteur. Oh, this one summons larger orange blobs that fight for us.
Should we get rid of the Beastmaster and get him?
Well, he does give 2 synergies. He gives the Conjurer synergy, which is plus 25% damage to our little blobs, and he gives us the Rogue synergy back. Oh, but we would lose the Rogue synergy if we got rid of the... Okay, well, we would only get 1, but we would get the Conjurer synergy with him.
Maybe that's worth it.
So you want to get rid of the Beastmaster, you said?
Yeah.
I don't know how squishy he is, but I guess he's our best bet for the tail. Alright. 47 gold I reroll. Oh, and that was richly rewarded. There's our Cleric upgrade.
Oh.
There's an Arcanist upgrade. Nice. Another Cleric upgrade. An Illusionist upgrade. Perfect. Lucky rolls right here. And a Scout. We'll dodge out at 29 unless you want to go further.
No, let's save our gold. I do like I like the little animations when you click and like confirm something.
You would like the sound on the menus too, I bet, because you know you're into that kind of thing, and he did it really well. There's a lot to like about this game, I'm telling you.
I might rewatch the VOD later when I'm not hearing your voice twice.
Also,
the music.
The other thing about this game, $3.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Oh, did you see the orange one launch
see.
himself?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of let that one spawn on top of me. If you're right on top of an X when they spawn, you get wrecked real hard. I missed that both times.
Yeah, you missed it like yo.
I'm going back. Oh, I missed it again. Oh.
The Cleric's just screaming. But everyone's more mad at the Clerics. Like, why don't you just cast it on us?
Am I a joke to you?
Good. He's not that good, so he can only, like, throw it out and then hope that someone picks it up.
Why did I join this fucking snake? Alright, so we got the Outlaw. He could replace the Scout, I guess. He throws a fan of... You know what? I don't like the fan of knives. I'll say it.
Oh.
I've seen their ilk before, and I don't care for them. But the Dual Gunner is also a rogue. He just shoots 2 projectiles. 15 each versus the 26 from our upgraded Scout. Nah, I don't think so. Reroll.
Yeah.
Dual Gunner, trash. There's the Bane again, and the Magician.
I liked the Bane because I like, I like cursing the enemies, but is it worth trying to replace someone for that?
Well, I mean, what's the replacement choice?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think. I kind of like where we are right now. I don't think he's worth replacing anyone for yet.
All right, well, we'll just roll for upgrades. We'll roll down to 30. All right, this is nice. Yes. All right, lucky rolls. Do we roll one more past 30 or do we stop at 30?
Do it. You won't, you coward.
Rewarded with a Cleric. I think...
Also, someone asked, have we played Noita? I don't think I have played
I
that.
have, yeah. That's the game where everything reacts like the sandbox game. You ever play the sandbox game, Krista?
I don't think so.
Liquid Sand, I think sometimes it was called. It was a Java, or I think it was Java, right? Physics engine demo thing.
I don't remember that. No memory of that at all. All these games are on sale and I just want to play Oblivion. I haven't really checked the Steam sale. Was there anything good on it?
Oh, look at all these traps.
Oh, there's a lot. What's that yellow enemy?
I don't know what they do, but I know they're dangerous. Anything that's not red, you got to worry about. That one wasn't too bad, actually. We got a good build here. Okay, we'll take the Cryomancer upgrade for sure. Don't want Wizards or Vagrants. There's another Cleric. I think we were 2 away from having a fully upgraded Cleric. Oh, we have a fully upgraded Arcanist. Wow. We have a fully upgraded Arcanist in the plus 30% spot, so that's huge. Okay, so this is new. The Juggernaut is... he's the same as the Warrior, but if they get hit by him, they go just flying, smashing against the wall.
Oh, I kind kind of like that. Who would we replace though?
And did we get the wall? So we got the artifact that makes the wall hits a big deal.
Yeah,
The
I say that
Tremor.
might be a nice one to throw in there, but
He
I don't
is-
know who we'd replace.
He's a slow cooldown though, so I mean he only hits once in a while, and
There
that
are other
requires you
guys.
to dive in too. But if he's at the head of our snake, we can kind of take a lot of damage up there.
Yeah, he can be our tank. I don't know who to get rid of though.
Well, the Saboteur is new, but I don't know if you've been noticing what the orange blobs have been doing. I haven't really.
No, I haven't. I'm like, oh, that looks cool, but I don't actually know what it.
He
What is
does give us a synergy.
Does the Juggernaut give us anything?
No, nothing. We have nothing
Oh.
going toward the warrior class. He's warrior enforcer. So
Should we keep going with the glass cannon build then instead? I mean, I kind of like the idea of having him at the front, but
well, we don't want to get rid of the Pyromancer because the bubbles are kind of our thing right now, right? The
yeah.
Cleric is obviously necessary. The Illusionist, I don't know. The Illusionist is the other Conjurer though,
Uh,
so we would lose the synergy.
yeah.
And then we got the Arcanist. We got to keep him. He's amazing. The Cryomancer is the blue bubble, and the Scout. Now we
What's
don't.
the Scout doing?
We
Oh,
actually
he's just-
we don't have Rogue synergy, but that is a lot of our damage. That's the 26 damage, and he's almost fully upgraded as well.
well, what's how much damage? Oh, the Juggernaut doesn't do as much, does he?
Juggernaut does 12 area of effect. I think it's a pretty big square, but that's the knockback. That's really his selling point. He's like he's crowd control.
Yeah. Well, would he be better? I think he might be better. Maybe like replace him.
He's I mean I'm not sure. It's so difficult to try to time them all. I'm really not good at like planning where to be when he's ready. But it is fun to watch shit fly off the walls.
Let's
We also got
Let's go.
rerolls, by the way. We're 38. We can reroll to 30, no problem.
I'm in.
Oh.
Was it the Scout who's
I'd
kind
s-
of like meh?
I totally forgot to mention this. We can upgrade the shop. So
Oh.
if we just throw money at the shop, the better tier units are more likely to show up when we reroll.
Oh, chat says pitch the illusionist.
Okay, so we're willing to give up our conjurer synergy.
Yeah, I think so.
13 damage is pretty low, I'll admit. All right, so goodbye, illusionist. We're gonna get 6 gold for him, which pays for the juggernaut.
Nice.
We'll put the juggernaut up front and put the scout on the tail. It's gonna
We
be
all
weird.
blame Steve. That's not right. He told us to pitch the illusionist.
Who did?
C Madrid.
Okay. Definitely want to re-roll. We actually made money. Oh, look. Wow. Look at this. The Juggernaut upgrade
Oh.
waiting for the next re-roll.
They knew.
I'm thinking maybe we want to spend some money upgrading the shop.
Yeah, I think that'd be fair.
I think we need 2 more sticks. So this is going to cost us 10 gold. All right, there we are. Level 3 shop. And 26 gold, I roll with that.
Yeah, we can work with that.
Oh, this is an elite. Okay. All right. We got to try to get him in the circles. Keep him in the circles. Oh, look at that. Look how
Ooh.
fast that bitch got wrecked. Why are they still coming?
Maybe you have another boss in a second?
Oh, get another artifact. Position 7 will stay alive for 10 seconds after dying. I don't think that's useful. Enemies
Oh.
taking damage over time, we don't have that. Position 4 has plus 30% damage. We got to take that, right? We've already got a superpower position 3.
Oh yeah, the arcane. Yeah, that's worth. Let's do that.
But the cleric is position 4. So we got to swap him out.
Oh, Juggalo Turtle just gifted a ton of tier 1 subs. Thank you.
You know what I'm
Juggalo
thinking?
Turtle?
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Pyromancer in position 4, right? Plus 30% on his 18 damage per second.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we got 50 gold.
Damn, reroll. Let's see if we get some better upgrades.
Oh, Cryomancer upgrade. We'll take that. The Assassin, we haven't seen him. Throws a piercing knife that deals 16.9 damage plus 8.45 damage per second.
I don't know. That would be the first one we have with the dot effect, right? Oh, you keep saying you don't have dot, but your bubbles should be. That's a good point.
You're losing me with the dots and bubbles. What now?
So the damage over time, dot effect. I thought that guy would be the first, but someone pointed out in the chat, but the bubbles should be. The bubbles should be damage over time.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, damage per second. I guess that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Cryomancer. Yeah. Okay. All right. So are we worried about the Assassin?
No, I don't want him enough to switch anything else.
The poor Spellblade already been cast out. The Flagellant deals 20 damage to self and grants plus 4 damage to all allies per cast. That one kills itself.
Yeah, what the hell? No thanks.
Elementor does 14 area of effect damage in a large area centered on a random target. So it's like the mage casted at the closest one. This one just goes rando.
I don't think that's as good. I like to know that the ones closest to us, the biggest threats, are the ones that we take out first.
This one is very interesting. Creates 1 healing orb every time the Psykeeper takes 20% of its max hit points and damage. So if you put that at the head, although we've already got the Juggernaut at the head, but if you put this at the head, when you run into shit and take damage, he'll throw out healing orbs. Oh, and the Warden, you'll love the Warden. Creates a force field around a random unit that prevents enemies from entering. So we get a little circle around randomly one of our orbs, and we can just smash the enemies with it. But it's temporary, and there's a pretty big cooldown.
And is it worth swapping out another whole character just to protect another one?
It is really, really great. Like when you get one on your tail, and you can just spin around and whack them. But I can't say that it's as good as anything else we got as far as damage.
I don't think Warden's that good.
We'll
If
take
if it was just like a ability maybe, but like the fact that it's like you have to take up a whole slot.
one more scout, and we get the full scout. Now, oh man, the Squire. The Squire is pretty fucking incredible, but he is also a huge sacrifice. Plus 20% damage and defense to everybody else, but he doesn't do shit.
I don't like those classes who can't take care of themselves.
And the
I
Barbarian...
mean, I guess the Cleric just heals, but...
The Barbarian does the same like melee damage, but he has the stun. I'm not interested in those.
Nah.
I think now the Highlander is kind of a badass. His square is fucking massive, and it's 55 damage. So he'll clear the room, but he does it very rarely.
Well, that might be... Would that be better than the Juggernaut?
It's really good, but the Juggernaut does what? Oh, the push. You know what? Yeah, I think it is better than the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Let's get rid of the Juggernaut and get the Highlander.
Reroll to 30.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get some upgrades.
We've seen these. There's a Pyromancer upgrade. Chronomancer. Plus 20% attack speed to all allies. I've never seen this one before.
Oh.
That's also mage synergy, which gives us negative 15% enemy defense.
Who would we replace that with?
Well, I don't think we should replace the Scout because the Scout is one upgrade away from the level 3 perk. The Saboteur, we don't have Conjurer synergy anymore. We don't have Rogue synergy anymore. I haven't really been paying attention to what the orange orbs are doing. he's also kind of the odd man out. He's not like, well, he's a rogue, I guess.
Let's knock him out and get the other one then.
All right.
Why not?
Okay. I think I'm done.
All right, let's go.
Level 13. Lucky 13.
Wow. There they go. Beat their ass.
Oh, there's a white one. I don't even need that orb. I'll save it for later. This build is definitely getting it done on this stage.
Yeah.
Jeez, this isn't hard at all. Whoops.
I swear this is Linus Tech Tips music. I can't hear it, so I can't confirm.
I mean, it might just be some public domain stuff that he got. This is a one-man game, I think. Oh, we lost the crowd. What's his name?
Rip.
Pyromancer. We lost the Pyromancer. That's fine.
Oh,
It was the last wave. You know what? He always wanted to die that way. The Cannoneer shoots a projectile that deals 24 area of effect damage. That's like a big, like a mortar shot. You know, if it hits in the middle of a crowd, it's a big crowd clearer.
What do you think? That kind of sounds kind of interesting.
I don't know what we trade for him. I'd say harder and harder to trade at this point. Because
I thought we lost someone.
No, you get them back every time.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Let's re-roll. I thought like if they died in the level that they would die.
No, you get them back every time. You can keep your loadout. Dual Gunner Wizard we've seen. The Barrager's new. Shoots a barrage of 3 hours, each dealing 13 damage and pushing enemies. So it's like a fast attack. We don't have any ranger stuff, so.
Oh yeah, and it's 13 damage is kind of.
The Outlaw is throws a fan of knives. I don't like the fans of knives, honestly. There we go. Here's our last scout. Boom. So now we get plus 25% damage per chain and plus 3 chains with our daggers that are already doing 52 damage.
Oh, it's gonna destroy.
Oh, green one's on this stage.
They're so fast.
This is still a really strong build. Oh, almost lost the Highlander there.
Arena
Alright.
clear.
We'll take a cleric upgrade. We're not interested in those. Oh, another cleric. Thank you. Yes. That's one away from a level 3 cleric. Sakino pulls enemies together for 2 seconds. I don't know how that works.
Would that be good for what's the name of our guy who beats people with his fist? The yellow
Maybe,
one.
but I don't know how it works exactly. It is a level 4 one, so they consider it very powerful.
He's worth trading for though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the attack speed is really paying off.
Yeah. Hit him hard and fast.
We can't give up the cleric. Well, I don't want to give up the pyromancer. Although you did see how spongy or not spongy, but fragile the pyromancer is. You lose him very quickly. The arcanist is our like super upgraded number 3 power spot. I wonder if putting a projectile in the number 4 power spot would be better.
Would that give us like more range or?
No, faster or more 30%
Oh.
damage, I think is what it was.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because we have that upgrade.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the
I don't know.
Psykino. I don't know how to use the Psykino.
Yeah, I don't know if he's good enough to swap.
The Gambler deals 2x damage to a single random enemy where X is how much gold you have. That's interesting. So nearly 100 damage. Well, not after we buy him, not quite. Although we'd have to sell one to get him. So yeah, 100 damage every time that cools down. Randomly.
I mean, that's cool, but
It's very
it is-
RNG.
yeah, it is very much the gambler.
I mean, I don't need it. I don't need that in my life. Stormweaver infuses projectiles with chain lightning that deal 20% damage to 2 enemies. So he himself does not do anything. He enchants the projectiles.
But just to 2 enemies, that kind of sucks.
All right, I agree.
When you have like 100 people on the board.
I think we've seen
I
these
wonder if
guys
that
before.
apply- would that apply before or after the other bonus thing that doubles the projectiles? Because like if he enchants it and then it doubles it, that would be fine.
I don't think we have any way of knowing that. This is the Psychic. Creates a small area that deals 13 AoE damage. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Level 2, probably not worth trading right now. Oh, there's our Cleric. Level 3 Cleric, which gives us 4 healing orbs. Wow. It went from 1 to 4.
We need that.
We
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
good.
We have it. There was another Juggernaut. Silencer curses 5 enemies for 6 seconds, preventing them from using special attacks. That's probably really good, but I can't convince myself to take something that. Now we do also have the option of upgrading the shop if we wanted to right now. It would cost us another 10 gold, I think, or maybe 15. Level 15 is hard, but I think I can do it with this.
Do it. You said you only made it to 17?
Something like that.
Are you all excited about the pig movie Nicolas Cage is doing? I saw the trailer for it and I was like, isn't this just John Wick with extra steps?
I've not seen it.
It was trending on Twitter the other day. It is just John Wick, but it's Nicolas Cage and he's mad about a pig. I don't
Is
get
it-
the appeal.
Is the setting still the same, or
I couldn't tell.
like I imagine he doesn't have a pig in the city?
No. I watched part of the trailer, but it was like, you know, just that cringy thing where it's Nicolas Cage like, gruffly whispering into a mic. Is the frame rate lagging for anyone else? Not right now.
Oh, I
played
gotta
it earlier.
check my frames. I bet the curse is happening. Like I'm getting fucking wrecked here, and I thought this was pretty easy. Look at the healing orbs.
Oh, there's a lot.
That Cleric is on this game.
Pyro died again. Oh, good point.
Yeah, I keep losing them. Taking damage also shares that across all enemies at 20% its value. Wow. It's kind of a vengeful, cool thing. Meat shield, critters block enemy projectiles. I think we might. No, we got rid of the Beastmaster, right? We don't make critters.
Yeah.
And then this is the defensive technique again.
The Crucio one's kind of interesting.
Also, a reroll of 5 with 61 gold is pretty cheap comparatively if we wanted to try again. I do agree that the Crucio's nice.
I'd say either Crucio or reroll.
Let's take the Crucio.
CMDRZ, Orba Dundee, Zorba Dundee, subscribed to tier 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, my frames are dropping.
This game is super demanding on your hardware. Give Ryan's poor computer a break. Cinematic 24 FPS.
Yeah, it's tanking pretty hard.
I noticed it was like a little bit slow every now and then, but like I didn't think too much of it.
It's trying. I mean, this game doesn't have a high graphical fidelity. I can take some out of it. Sometimes that helps when I'm playing Cataclysm.
So, I mean, yeah, it looks okay right now. Love your work, team. Thank you.
Because, I mean, this is going to look like probably pixelated as hell.
I'll refresh.
But I think it can handle this. Which
So
is,
far it looks alright.
it's pathetic. Alright, so time to re-roll. The Usurer curses 3 enemies infinitely with debt, dealing 13 damage per second. And I guess infinitely means that they never get over it. But it's only 3 enemies.
Yeah, I don't think anything that like limits how many enemies it can hit is kind of garbage unless it's like really, really good.
And unless I'm missing it somewhere in the UI, I wish they would tell me what the cooldown is on these units. We'll take another Cryomancer.
UKPS. Hello.
Is that a radio station?
No, it's well, it's longer. It's just a bunch of random letters, and they said hi.
Corruptors shoots an arrow that deals 12 damage, spawns 3 critters if it kills. 12 damage is very low.
It is very low compared to our others.
The miner, picking up gold, releases 4 homing projectiles that each deal 10 damage.
I haven't even seen any gold yet.
It's very
Maybe I'm
hard.
just blind.
No, it's tough to see the gold. I haven't been seeing it either. And those healing orbs make that so much more difficult.
Yeah.
Shoots a slow projectile that draws enemies in. Oh, so that's kind of like a black hole. And it keeps them away from you.
Oh, I think we saw someone like this kind of before.
All right. We'll take another Cryomancer. Thank you very much. I don't know how having 2 of these affects it. I know it doesn't stack. I wish I understood that part more. The Warden is the one that gives us the force field. The Arcanist is the orb. We've seen them before. Oh, the Priest is new. Creates 5 healing orbs.
Oh. Should we
Wouldn't
get
do
rid
that.
of our Cleric and do that instead?
But our Cleric creates 4, and he's fully upgraded. I don't know which is better. Because, again, I don't understand the cooldown. But that last stage was littered with healing orbs.
What is the Priest? Like, what's their upgrade? Mouse over it. Like,
Pick
if we get
3.
level 3.
Pick 3 units at random and grant them a buff that prevents death once. Wow. That's pretty powerful. But we've only we've only ever seen 1 priest. We have to get what, like 12 to get that?
Yeah.
We would have to upgrade the store a bunch, I think.
Hmm. I kind of like that though, because that means that we could prevent death on some of our characters.
If we took them both,
Immortality field.
if we took them both, we get the priest synergy or the healer synergy. 8% chance for enemies to drop healing orbs on death. Which means, think about how many enemies you're killing, right?
Right.
That means that roughly 1 in 10 or 1 in 11 should give you an orb. And you kill every little X, probably gives you like 10 enemies.
But who would we replace if we wanted to take the priest and the cleric?
We need all of this damage. All right, so
Yeah,
let's
I was
think
gonna
about
say,
it.
It doesn't seem like that would be good to heal stack.
Fully upgraded scout, we're not getting rid of him. 52 damage that chains a bunch of times. Actually, it's
Yeah.
more than 52 now. It's like 75. The Chronomancer, the speed, we got to keep that. That's amazing. The Cleric, we would have to keep to get the synergy. The Pyromancer, now the Pyromancer has been getting his ass kicked.
He has every round. Maybe he's not worth it.
But it's that big, he has that big circle. It's really
AoE,
nice.
Nevin says we should upgrade the store. We
Okay.
already have more screens, more orbs on screen you can pick up. Yeah, I mean, we could just replace the priest and the cleric. I don't know. You pick. You pick. Final decision lies with you, player.
So my choices are keep them both or just keep the priest. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so you could either replace someone or replace the cleric with the priest.
All right, I'm just going to take one. And I think I will upgrade the store. So now that will cost 6 sticks. So we could actually just go to the next tier, but we would bankrupt ourselves. I'm not comfortable with that.
No. My contacts are driving. I gotta take them out real quick. I'll be right back.
The scout on the end. We got the priest in the middle. The pyromancer. The pyromancer and the fourth. You know what happens here? This can't be. When the pyromancer dies, does the fourth spot becomes the priest, who cannot do damage.
That's what we've been doing wrong.
So, but I don't want to. Do we? Okay, here's what we do. We cluster the circles together in the middle into one super circle, putting them in the 3 and 4 spot with 30% damage boost. Nah, we need the Arcanist in the number 3 spot. All right, we got to do it like this. That's still, it's still wrong. Like,
It's too bad there's not like a bench thing where you could just put some of the people on a bench and then just call it and then be like, all right, we're gonna sit you out, but we'll get somebody else next round.
whatever. I'm just gonna roll with this. It's not optimal, but I'm not sure how to make it that way. This is hitting pretty hard. All right. Oh, who did we lose there? Oh, we lost the Pyromancer again. The Pyromancer cannot take a hit. Oh, I need these orbs. You know what? The priest is not generating as many orbs.
How? Why?
Because the cleric was fully upgraded. Alright, well that wasn't too terrible. Alright, so now we got a Squire, which is plus 20% damage and defense to all allies. Man, on top of the Cryomancer, that would be super powerful, but I don't know what to get rid of. We need damage. Carver carves a statue that periodically heals 1 unit for 20% max hit point if in range. Now, that's going to require navigation, and I'm not great at that. And then we got the wizard. Oh, interesting. We randomly got 1 stick in our store upgrade. Does that just happen naturally over time?
It's the highest you've ever been, right? Level 17?
I don't remember, but I think it wasn't much more than this, if it was anything more. So yeah, the Squire is kind of like the Cryomancer, but damage. But like we can't sacrifice something for him. I'm just gonna roll. We have enough.
Water on to boil.
Oh, what are you making?
I'm gonna make a hot cocoa in a second.
I thought you were a
Yum.
milk. I thought you were a milk girl.
I am usually, but I just put some water in our kettle.
So our Pyromancer got killed again,
Garbage.
but this one would let us make him level 2. Maybe they'll make him a little bit better.
Yeah, it's worth trying. Like until we get rid of him. If it keeps dying, we can get rid of him.
Boosted his damage to 36.
Wow. Was the priest any good?
I gotta be honest with you. I don't think the priest makes as many orbs.
Well, I mean, probably not because he's not upgraded yet.
Plague Doctor creates an area that deals 13 damage per second.
Wow, look at his level, his like full level thing.
Nearby enemies take an additional. Wow. So that means by the time he gets there, his orbs will be doing way more than 52.
Yeah. Wow.
He's a level 4 though. I don't think we can count on upgrading them with the story at this level.
No. He might be worth waiting on. New study claims too much milk will bleach the calcium from the body. I did not see that.
You just gave her so much anxiety reading.
No.
What is that? Like a gallon a day? It would have to be some absurd amount.
All right, I'm thinking. I'm feeling okay about that. Oh, you know what? Let's re-roll down to 40. Oh, you know what? Rewarded with the Cryomancer. It got a little dicey last time. We lost to Cryomancer.
Pew, 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 pew. Oh, child, they don't know this. I got a tick bite and I had to get it looked at.
No,
Now
no,
I'm
you
on
told us.
antibiotics.
You told us about her, like just googling it, but you didn't say how it was resolved.
Well, she was like, she said she's had several tick bites come into the clinic recently,
Ooh.
so she was like, it must be a bad year for them. And she was like, I'm just gonna go on and put you on an antibiotic. She's like, because I would rather you get some kind of treatment instead of waiting until it, if it were to turn into a bullseye rash. She's like, this way you won't have to worry as much. We have taken a lot of damage.
I got smashed. The priest is not in good health. Oh wow, just took one of those blue things. Oh, this is it's real dicey. This got to be the last wave though, right? It's all the damage. Oh wow. Whew. All right, so yeah, and this is a boss. This might be the end.
Level 18, yeah.
Now the question is, do you die with money?
Or do you try to... I mean, we should roll quite a bit. Have you had beef since that bite? Yeah, I've been fine. The bite, it doesn't have like a huge rash or anything, but it was enough of one that it frightened me a little. So that's why she put me on the antibiotics.
You should go to the gas station so that like in random times during the night, you can wake up and frantically claw for some beef jerky and like chomp on it. It's like, oh no, I'm still safe. Oh, it's okay.
My favorite similar story to that was one of our coworkers who kept a scented candle by his bed so he could wake up and smell it when COVID first started.
Just making sure I can still smell.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get on bed today.
Ooh, the blade throws multiple blades that deal 11 area of effects damage. A level 4 warrior nuker. I bet the blades are like really big squares. He probably doesn't attack very often though.
Oh yeah, that's not mentioned, is it?
No synergy.
Oh, I'll be right back. My water's boiling.
I'm rolling without you. Another Cryomancer. That's one away from level 3. What does he do at level 3? Enemies are also slowed by 60%. That's going to be huge. All right, we got to get another Cryomancer. No. I'm gonna spend pretty hard on the rerolls, chat. There's the priest. I don't think we get a benefit from these out here. I think the big number matters. There's the Cryomancer. Oh, the slow. All right, 21. I'm fine with 21. Do we wait for Krista? I don't think so. I think she's going to miss the first death. I'm going for pure aggression here, chat. This elite, when it pops out, I'm just giving it red circle. Oh, it just immediately took the Cryomancer. It's like the Cryomancer had a magnet installed in it. It's, oh, wow. Oh, it smashed me. Oh, wow. Oh, all right. We're down to 3. Down to 3, but he's hurt. He's hurt bad. Get in there. Get it. One more shot. Come on. Oh! 2 survivors, chat. It was the scout and the arcanist? Or maybe the Cryomancer. One of those wasn't doing anything. Wow. Alright. Plus global damage, defense, and ASPD?
ASPD.
I don't know what that is. If you have one or more enchanters, I don't think we do. Chance to create secondary area of... We don't have area of effect. Mercenaries deal plus damage. Reroll.
We still have the Pyromancer. That's area of effect.
Oh, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
But that's secondary area of effect. But it creates another one. So I don't think it's the same thing because it's talking about creating the squares. The Pyromancer is a constant circle.
Oh. Chat says ASPD might be like attack speed or action speed.
No, attack speed. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. But it says global. Is that global for us or is that global for the enemies too? We don't have enchanters though. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm going to re-roll this because this doesn't help us. Projectiles thrown by rogues chain +2 times. Our scout already chains 6 times. So then it would chain 8 times. Mercenaries, we don't want that one. Ouroboros right. So when I spin in a circle to the right, I just blast out projectiles.
Well, that's kind of interesting.
It's tough to pull off, but in the early part of the level, it really helps. When shit gets thick, it's useless. If we take the daggers, we're married to the scout forever. But he's level 3, so we kind of were anyway.
Maybe that's worth it.
Ouroboros techniques may be more fun.
You pick. Chat, what do you say? They're not
Ouroboros. I
responding
took
yet.
the Ouroboros technique.
Oh no!
Cannoneer shoots a projectile that deals 24 AoE damage. So that's like just a big giant gun, and it hits in a
Married
big.
the scout. You ain't getting any younger. They've been dating for years.
The gambler, the sage. Yeah, I mean the cannoneers might be okay, but I think it's too late in the game to try to develop him. A second Highlander.
Oh, that's the first upgrade we've seen for that.
This might be the last one. I think it only goes to 25.
Oh, so we might beat the game.
Yeah, 19 to 25. All right, that was easy.
We're tanking it.
Ooh, the orange ones throw themselves at you. All right, I got a lot of orbs here. I gotta collect the orbs.
You're missing them. There you go. This is going pretty well.
That was a tight pattern on those orbs. A good grouping on his orbs there. He's been at the range.
I'm looking for the gold that they're talking about, and I'm not seeing it yet.
It's tough to see, I'm telling you. Especially when you're trying to actually like pay attention to the other shit.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It's the last wave. Oh. Yeah.
All right. 34. We got another stick on the store, so that'll cost us 20 to take the store up another level. I think I can do one more. I think I can do 20 without upgrades. Alternately, we would just roll down to like 20.
Let's roll some. Let's gamble a little bit.
Cryomancer. He stayed alive that time, I guess.
He did, yeah. No one died that time.
Here's the Highlander up to 2, which takes him to 110 damage.
It's just fucking people up out
He's
there.
a badass.
Oh, Nubbin said upgrade the store again.
Yeah, well, too late to cast that vote.
Level 20. This is the one. We're gonna make it.
I'm going to try to keep my distance a little bit. We're putting out a lot of damage with the projectiles. There's my orbs.
Oh, there's MoveBot. Store.level1text.com.
Oh! I was right on top of that spawn.
Oh, I saw that. We
We
got
lost,
one down.
we lost the Cryomancer.
One man down. We have new items coming into the store, but we're waiting on, I think it's mouse pads. I emailed him last
Ooh.
week, and I was like, am I missing something? Was I supposed to send you something? He's like, no, we're just waiting on mouse pads.
I got
You can fit
smashed
all there
there,
at the same time.
but that was okay. All right, so now we're faced with the same choice: roll or take the store further. Oh, we got another stick on the store. But there's only 4 levels left, so, you know, it's now or never on the store, probably.
Oh yeah.
You could make the same argument about upgrades, though.
So is the Cryomancer the one we're losing a lot? What are his skills? I don't think we have time to really upgrade him though, right?
He's the red circle, yeah. Well, I mean, we definitely don't want to replace him with this trash.
Yeah, this is all garbage.
Try...
20 hard level, it says. I assume that's some sort of guide, maybe.
How about... No, see, yeah, it says hard down here at the bottom. That means that this is going to be a particularly difficult one. The very first one we did there was probably... Like, the first one after the boss was super easy. How about 2 rerolls? If we get nothing, then we pump 2 into the store, and we go at 20.
That sounds good. Nubbin wants to upgrade the store anyway, so pray that we don't get any upgrades, Nubbin.
We got jack shit. So now we need 2 more upgrade spots to get to 5. We'll do that next time. Maybe.
Alright, this is the big one. Focus. Flex your fingers now.
The music is so happy.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, there goes the Cryomancer. Or no, that's the Pyromancer, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not even using my...
Your abilities. The spin thing, yeah.
That works pretty well. If you can get him out here at a distance a little bit.
My drink's too hot to drink still.
Sometimes I get irrationally angry when food remains hot for longer than I think it should.
Yeah. Well, I'm always like, oh, I'll put it in like so it's super warm when I take it out, and then it's too hot. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, the frame rate just took a shit on the PC.
Oh, I see that.
That's not the stream. That's the game. This game is in Lua. Remember Lua, the game language for the like mobile shit?
Oh my god, I used to know that language really well, and I was looking at it the other day, and it was like, I don't remember this.
I have no memory of this place.
Yeah, it was that exactly, because it was like, this syntax seems weird.
Whoo.
All right, we get an artifact for that. All warriors, well, we do have the Highlander. Attack speed based on missing hit points. So when our Highlander is super wounded, he attacks twice as fast.
Twice 0, still 0.
Yeah, if he dies, that's
Gravity field creates an area that pulls enemies for 1 second on sorcerer spell repeat. Do we have sorcerers? Mage. Oh, the Arcanist is a sorcerer. And he casts quickly.
So what would that do for him?
Creates an area that pulls enemies in for 1 second on sorcerer's spell repeat. So every time he cools down, you get that 1 second black hole.
Oh.
Curses apply doom. Deal 100 damage every 4 doom instances. I don't think we have a cursor, do we?
Not anymore, I don't think.
We also have 47 gold. We could re-roll this.
Yeah, let's reroll it.
Knockback. Well, we don't have the Juggernaut anymore, so that's probably not worth it. 50% attack speed and damage to 1 mage every round for that round. So the Cryomancer might get that, which would be useless.
Yeah, he dies every time.
No, but he doesn't have an attack. No, it's the Pyromancer.
Oh.
The Pyromancer is the one that dies. If the Pyromancer gets it, then attack speed is useless for him. The Arcanist is not a mage. The Cryomancer does. Okay, that's useless to us. Absolutely. Magnetism, gold coins, and healing orbs are attracted to the... We need this. I'm not good enough at catching those things.
Did it.
The Squire gives us the damage boost, but it's too late in the game, I think. Oh, you know what? We should just boost the store, right? We got plenty of money for it right now. I'm doing it. Oh, max store. We're at max store. And we get a bonus priest, which is going to take our healing orbs. No, it doesn't change them. Maybe it changes the cooldown. Oh, a thief. Throws a knife that deals 26 damage and chains 5 times. Wow. But not as good as our 52 damage.
No, not worth.
But I would not consider replacing him with anybody except the Pyromancer.
Yeah, the Pyromancers are only real wink link, but
I feel like the Pyromancer, though, is kind of a meme for us right now, and it would be bad to eject him. Just for morale.
yeah, everyone would be really upset.
They're like, oh, you guys remember that time the Pyromancer died?
He fell off that cliff when we were fighting on the mountain. Also, I just got confirmation that my pawpaw trees will be here tomorrow, most likely. Hooray!
How exciting. Where are those coming from?
I ordered them from a website called Stark Brothers.
No, but I mean,
The
like, where in the
variety-
country?
I think here in Kentucky.
Well, we
The
didn't lose...
variety I got developed at KSU.
There's no, we didn't lose the Pyromancer. I don't know who we lost.
Chat says the magnet is OP.
Oh, no, I'm right on top of it.
Uh,
Oh, there's the Pyromancer.
there he goes.
All right.
Oh,
Orbs.
someone else is dead. You've got 2 down.
I lost one early, yeah. And we got 4 waves here. All right, that wasn't too bad.
Oh, this is gonna be tight.
Sir, thank you. That's what I needed. Delicious orbs. Ooh. I gotta be regressive. Oh, the Highlander's almost dead. Oh, there he goes. They got him. Oh.
Oh,
Orbs. Orbs. Oh, wow. No. No.
Oh,
Hmm?
we're just barely hanging on.
oh, Cleric.
Oh, wow. That was like a pack of sharks.
Oh, what level was that?
22.
Level 22.
22.
Oh, so close.
Tough.
25 is the last level, Gert Tractor. Press F to pay respects.
And it all starts again. Oh, this is a shitty roll. You know what? Fuck this. Let's just... You can always restart roguelikes, right? All right. Here. Now, the Arcanist, we've learned the Arcanist can be very strong. I think he might have been our VIP.
I thought the Highlander was pretty good too.
We didn't even get the Highlander upgraded. I do think a level 25 run means early sacrifices to the store.
Yeah, so you can earn enough gold to upgrade.
Or early saving. Like hard early saving.
Or maybe the strat is for your party, get all of like the money ones. Like the merchant and stuff, and then cast them out as you need.
Yeah, but that's real tough to win.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do a 1 segment snake, so we should definitely always take 2 on the first board. Or we can actually, let's keep re-rolling till we see something really good. The Hunter shoots an arrow that deals 13 damage, has a 20% chance to summon a pet.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
All right, we'll take him.
That's interesting.
And the Vagrant. So this gives us automatic synergy. Create a piercing, damaging orb around each psyker. Oh, interesting. Plus 15% attack speed and damage per active set to allied explorers. What? Oh, if they're an explorer type. Okay. The orb is interesting. I didn't realize that. So, as shitty as this guy is with his 13 damage projectile, he comes with an orb that's kind of like a wrecking ball that we can use. At least that's how I'm interpreting that. Or we take the Magician, which is just, shoots him with a square.
They become invulnerable if they leveled up, but then they can't attack. Just a
That-
shitty
It doesn't.
transcendence.
It doesn't really.
Zenyatta.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good. Vagrant, just plus attack speed and damage. I want to see what the orb is. I haven't actually seen it.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. All
It's
right.
like a turtle shell in Mario.
Yeah, it didn't kill him, but it did a little damage. I saw it there. It's hard to use for sure. I kind of want it to rotate in the other direction. Wow. We're immediately given 2 Vagrants, which will put him to level 2. But do we really want to invest in him? I mean, the orb's interesting. I don't know how useful it is.
Can it be upgraded? What's the
I don't know if you mean like, will it get physically bigger? I don't know.
bigger, or like just do more damage, or
I imagine it will be way more important in the big, like, last crushing stages where, you know, you can't move without hitting them.
yeah. Screw it. We should upgrade him at least once, right?
I mean, if we're
He's
gonna
in the party now.
if we're gonna upgrade him once, we're gonna upgrade him twice,
Okay.
and then we got nothing left.
What's the worst thing that can happen? We lose everything?
Yeah, I'm not worried about this level at all.
Pew, 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 pew.
I tried to hit him with it. I can't do it. Oh, there you
Seemed
go.
like oh, yeah, like it knocked him back. That's awesome.
The other strat that
Oh.
I keep like noticing, and I think, oh, I got to really keep this in mind. I was moving very fast there. Small snakes move fast. Big snakes move slow. So you
That
could
makes sense.
stay small on purpose. You got to take the other Vagrant, right?
I mean, yeah, we've already put money in.
I mean, we're moving in on a level 3 Vagrant. We're just barely playing the game. We're already at 26 damage on him.
Oh.
So there's the merchant, like you were talking about earlier. If we're going to go for a savings technique, we could get him, and then every 10 gold we get +1 every turn.
But he just doesn't do anything for us in
Doesn't do,
combat, though.
no, nothing. We could put him at the head of the snake. I don't know if he has to stay alive to get the bonus or not. And the archer is just, I mean, your most basic pew pew pew, low level.
Let's get the merchant just for the memes. Let's see if we can do a meme build.
All right. A merchant, a vagrant, and a hunter walk into a bar.
They get their ass handed to them. Nobody likes merchants.
There's a bunch of red blobs in the bar for some reason. Oh, that one had a knockback.
Huh.
I'm not sure what caused that. Ooh. I love being this fast, though. Like, the small builds, it is nice to
Yeah.
be able to maneuver. I don't know what the big green blob is.
I'm not sure. I just
Oh,
realized
that's
it's a
the
different
thing
shape.
that's causing the knockback.
Oh, yeah, cool. Is that the vagrant, you think?
It must be if it's coming. It's green, right? You guys have fun at the Redneck Rave. I
Did you
heard
see
about
the?
that,
I saw
but
the
I didn't see
headlines.
it.
Yeah, where was that?
Let me look it up. I don't remember. I read a little bit of the article, but I didn't watch like the full video that came with it.
So, but when they said rave, they were listening to country music, right? Like they weren't actually. Were they actually listening to electronic music?
They're listening to the new Grimes album. I just saw that story, and of course, WKYT's search is garbage. Let me see if I can just Google it.
All right. Max curse targets +1. We don't have any cursors. First and last positions have +10 defense. That sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
Red-
that sounds really good.
Redneck Rave descends into throat slashing, impalements, and mass arrests.
What kind of
Police
music?
found meth, marijuana, an open bottle of alcohol in the first vehicle they stopped at a traffic checkpoint.
Critters die immediately on contact, but also deal 50 area of effect damage. So that's the upgraded, the banelings there. I think defensive stance. Try to stay alive. All right, well, some tough choices here. Now, we did have a strong performance from the scout last time. The cleric, I think that fully upgraded cleric was overpowered as fuck. If we ever can get another one of those, we should.
Yeah.
And the witch, I don't think you've seen the witch, but the witch is pretty cool. She shoots out these purple orbs that are just, you know, like if anything touches it, it takes damage. But not us. We could afford them all, and we do have room for them all, or we could re-roll. Are you reading that article?
I was reading it, yeah. Sorry, someone also asked, if you all were forced at gunpoint to do heroin, meth, or crack, which would you choose and why?
Crack, because cocaine is not physically addictive.
I would probably make that same decision if one wasn't addictive.
No, it's addictive. It's not physically addictive.
Ah. You just get addicted to the endorphins?
You know, whatever receptors it binds to, you just, like, supposedly it's the greatest thing in the fucking world. Except for those other ones, which are very physically addictive.
Heroin seems to be the drug of choice anymore around here.
Yeah, but it's just because everybody got addicted to pills, and then they crack down
Yeah.
on pills. All right, well, I'm taking the witch and the cleric. And, you know, when we're in the wagons traveling to the next destination, or I guess when they're riding on the back of the snake, they're always like, you know, arguing with each other and blah, 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 you know, and she's like, oh, Lord Satan. But really, there's a lot of sexual tension.
An obscene amount, really. I kind of like the color scheme of our group right now. I'm into it.
That's a good way to make decisions. See, I like the witch. The witch is, like, pretty generous with her coverage.
Just like Verizon.
All right, that was easy.
Wow.
Now the Beastmaster we've seen before. The Arcanist, we have had some good times with the Arcanist. What do we got? 5, so we got 2 more. A level 2 wizard. Not that interesting.
I'll say, would it get weird with the witch though? Do we get a bonus for having the Arcanist with the witch?
We get
Do they
no,
get
no, we get
synergy?
no.
Oh.
See, now you see under here where these are blinking? They would be a solid
Oh.
color if you got a synergy with this. This is telling you what could happen.
Okay.
So we would get a sorcerer synergy with this, though. Which is a repeated attack every 4th attack.
Let's do another Arcanist. I can always get rid of him if he's garbage. Oh, we only have 11 gold though. Maybe we shouldn't be so crazy. Oh, it's too late.
We got him. He's part of the
Yeah.
team. We got 1 slot left. Well, we ended up trading in our Beastmaster last time. I don't think they're great, although the critters are
No.
nice. I'm inclined to probably save this gold.
Yeah, let's save it because
'Cause-
that kind of screwed us last time.
Because I think this will be a cakewalk. Mission code, thank you for subscribing.
Beep.
Not many of them on this stage.
Oh, it's not too bad so far. Famous last words.
I'm not feeling the magnetism. Look at that. I was right on top of that. Woo!
I was like, oh, that's not too bad, and then another one spawned. What is this game? Snake? Well, it's
Snickerks?
Snickerks? It's SNKRX. It's basically Snake, but it's rogue. RPG style.
It could be short for snake roguelike, which is what it is.
Ah.
I say we take all of these. Do we want to invest in the merchant?
Well, it'll get us to the next level, won't it?
No. So, like, the one out here is just the stack to get to the next one. You don't benefit from this.
Do we just keep him on the team for a few days? You know, let him go on a couple missions, and then when we
I think we
get
do.
all we can out of him, we dump him.
I think we will get this gold refunded as well if we sell him. So there's not much risk.
First item reroll is always free. I don't think he's worth leveling, but maybe it'd be good just to.
I think we can get it back. Sells for 2. Yeah, you get it all back. So I guess you. Oh, here we go. Now he's level 2. Still +1 interest though. So level 2 doesn't really make him better, I guess. Silencer curses 5 enemies for 6 seconds, preventing them from using special attacks. And then we get the archer, who's the basic bitch, 12 damage. We definitely don't want archers in the late game.
Yeah, they seem like they're kind of basic bitch.
Do we want a hunter in the late game? I don't know. He's level 1. He's ripe for replacement, I would say. Oh, but we don't need to. We got 6. Save the 15?
Yeah,
Or go for an early store.
Oh, upgrade the store? That's probably worth it.
It will bankrupt us.
Oh, maybe not.
I
Devin always says to upgrade the store.
I think it's a bold strategy. I think we should do it.
Okay. Well, chat seems to agree with you. Everyone's screaming store, so.
Oh, it only cost 1. All right, I'm happy with that. We get to keep 10 gold. And our merchant will give us 1 bonus because we have 10 gold.
Ooh.
We're fighting, and he's over there, like, selling Pokemon cards to the blobs. Fake Pokemon cards.
Mine is a lot slower.
Oof. All right. 75%. The witch is... I didn't mean to do that. The witch is really earning her keep here. Oh, stop chasing me. Stop chasing me. Oh, wow.
The merchant's just got his thumb up his ass, and the witch is screaming and, you know, really doing everything.
He's banging on the side of the snake. Hold this thing steady.
I'm trying to count my money.
Okay. That wasn't too bad of an elite stage. I fucked up pretty hard there, and we were okay. 10% chance for summons to taunt nearby enemies on attack. We don't have a summoner. Taking damage also shares that across all enemies. All right, that's the Crucio. Remember the Crucio? I think the Crucio was good.
I think so too. That was my memory of it.
Plus 10% healing effectiveness.
I mean, our cleric, once you level the cleric, it didn't seem like that was a problem we had with him.
No, the cleric was just like spamming out orbs at an insane rate. And by the way, the orbs are an entirely new mechanic. Yesterday, the healing was instant and automatic. I think the Crucio might be good.
Yeah, I'd prefer that over Blessing. Kreese, did you own a stackable glass bowl set? No? I have some ceramic bowls like that. But I don't have a glass set.
I think the Swordsman is too basic. The Barrager shoots a barrage of 3 arrows. Oh, and he pushes enemies. Remember the ones that were like smacking them around?
Oh, yeah, knock them around.
You don't like him? You sleep on him?
Oh, yeah. I sleep.
Do we re-roll or just do hard saving here?
Let's do hard saving.
I think
Well,
I can
let's
take
make the most out of our merchant.
I think I think I can do the next one. I'm not worried about level 7.
Ooh, so tired. I told you I accidentally bleached her fur, right?
But no. How do you accidentally do that?
Well, you know how she had like that one spot on her paw.
Oh no, the peroxide. Yeah, you did tell us
that. She like
yeah.
licked and licked and licked, and it's better now, and she doesn't have a bandage on it anymore. But like where I had sprayed it so much with like the disinfectant, it bleached her paw a little bit. It's like a orangey color now.
When you said that, I pictured her entire fur.
No, just the one spot, and like you can't really tell. It looks a little orangey if you look at it closely.
Do you think they'll judge you when you take her to the vet?
I'll be like, what the hell is this?
Oh, I guess you're a vet now, huh? Oh, I guess I went to school for nothing, because look what you did.
I could have been the one to breed your dog's fur.
Yeah, that was so easy. A good decision. And we get
GG.
our Vagrant. We need one more, actually. There's the old Cryomancer.
Oh, there he is.
The Cryomancer was not the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer was the squishy one.
Yeah.
Also an early Cannoneer.
Huh. Well, we upgraded the store, didn't we? Ever figure out why Rue decided to lick her paw raw? Not sure. She's not doing it anymore, so I'm assuming it was probably just like an allergy or something.
She got the ghosts out.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, she is just dumb. A friend of mine, actually, her dog was doing the same thing, so there must be something in the air.
They were secretly communicating with each other when you were on the phone with your friend, and they're like, hey, you know what would fuck with their heads?
We both did this at the same time. I haven't seen those kittens again either.
Nubbin's voting for the Cannoneer. It's going to be tough to find another Cannoneer, but I think the Cannoneer is fairly powerful.
It looks like it. AoE would be nice.
That is our last pick before we start replacing.
Well, we're probably going to get rid of the merchant in a few rolls, so that's probably okay.
Right, so let's grab the Cannoneer. We'll put him... I'm going to put him early on in the chain, so we don't have to go that deep for his big shot to go off. Actually, let's think about our order. Hunter in the second spot, Vagrant in the third, Merchant. The Arcanist needs to go more in the middle. The Cleric needs to go more in the middle. So we need the Vagrant actually to line up at the end.
I was reading the description of the pawpaw tree I bought, and they have a section that's like characteristics, and one of them is just flavor for like the fruit. And the flavor notes are sweet and good. Good seems a little generic, but thanks, website.
Well, it's certainly better than the alternative.
Sweet and bad. Pups look through the allergies and then develop a habit. Yeah, there for a while we would not stop, which is why we had to bandage it. Now she's not doing it anymore, which is good.
Whoop.
That AoE looks pretty good.
The Witch is putting in some work, I gotta say.
First time chat from viewer. That's new. It put like little sparkles next to your message. Maestro the Ranger. Our lab will lick her front paws. My dog's part lab, so maybe that's it.
And I gotta tell you, the Witch's performance in battle is a multiplier for the Cleric's attraction. It's getting out of hand. Alright, they're giving us the Cryomancer again.
They really want us to have it, but I don't really want him.
He's level 2. Now we are at 49. I think at this level of riches, I think one more stage is a gimme. I think we upgrade the store.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's upgrade the store a few times, then we trash the market guy, the merchant.
So we have 39. I don't know what the interest cap is, but we could either burn 2 more on the store. Well, I guess we could also re-roll. What do you think?
Let's not bother re-rolling. I think if we're gonna keep the merchant for a little bit longer, let's really upgrade the store so we can get some good stuff.
No, keeping the merchant would suggest that we should hold on to our money. We will get 3 gold. No, we'll get... I guess it still is just 3 gold. Just an extra 3 gold just holding this money.
Okay, well then maybe let's do that. If we don't have anything else we want to do. Nubbin says store. Nubbin always says store.
I'm almost positive I can get through this one.
It says hard.
So I can put a lot of time into this game, or if it's just like, we must do this.
Say what now?
I wonder if Nubbin's put a lot of time into this game, or if he's just telling us stuff to do.
I don't know. It'd be funny if we never played it.
Nubbin, were you the one who really liked Deep Rock Galactic? Because a friend of mine wanted to play that, and I couldn't.
Oh
remember.
yeah. No, that's his game that he chose to champion.
I was benchmarking the other day at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and Nubbin was playing Big Deep Rock Galactic.
think I've commented here before, but it's probably years ago. Well, it gave me like a little icon next to yours.
Write a strongly worded
Oh,
email
yeah.
to Twitch.
Jeff Bezos directly, 'cause I'm sure he is involved in the day-to-day running of Twitch.
Sir, I was misrepresented. I demand satisfaction. Ooh.
Make sure the rank is
Basil
subscribed
finger.
up front. Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow. Those white ones are trouble. Creates an area that slows enemies by 50% for 2 seconds on
Ooh.
Sorcerer. What is the Arcanist? He is a Sorcerer.
Is the Witcher sorcerer?
No, she is... Oh, yeah, she is as well. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that might be
All
worth
right,
it.
we could think about that one. When a Voider dies, deal its damage over time damage to all enemies for 3 seconds. I think the Witch is also a Voider. Plus 33% attack speed to a random unit if you have 2 or more enchanters. We don't. Got to be the Freezing Field, right?
Yeah, I kind of think Freezing Field sounds good.
Nice. We got 26 gold that round. Ooh, and another Witch. So we got the Usurer, he's a Cursor, and we got the basic Archer, which we don't want. And then we got
Yeah,
the
screw
Store, which is completely empty right now.
Oh, we can't upgrade it?
We could, but it would cost most of our money.
Oh.
I mean, we can invest in increments. It's hard to see. 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's 6 ticks. It's 5 gold per. But over time, they start to fill up randomly. I don't understand it.
Dragorn says always store.
I mean, we could just throw it all at the store. I think I could get through 1 more. I don't know about 2 more without something.
What's,
Nubbin says I've never played.
seems like a good choice, though.
That was that guy that's going to give you advice no matter what level of experience he's got.
It's like the Saturday Night Live skit about siding, and it's like, oh, I put siding on my house, and the middle-aged man is like, no, that lowers the value of your house.
The Usurer gives us Mercenary Synergy, which increases an 8% chance for gold. I don't know. How about we re-roll till 50 and reassess?
Yes. Okay, that's okay.
Barbarian Sage Scout, I'm not interested in. Cryomancer, okay, there's our attack speed. I do think the Cryomancer was strong.
Does he just affect other players?
Yeah. Also, we got to think about how many people are actually doing attacks. The Merchant is not. The
merchant at this
Arcanist,
point might be worth getting rid of.
the Hunter, the Cannoneer. The Cannoneer attack speed would be pretty huge.
Let's get rid of the merchant and get the Chronomancer.
All right.
And the witch is just rejoicing right now because she really hated the merchant.
So we got the Psychino. I don't understand how that works. The Silencer, special attacks. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of investment value for that. Another Highlander. Now the Highlander I think did a lot of damage. He was useful.
Yeah, I kind of liked the Highlander last time, but I don't know that we have anyone else we can get rid of right now.
But how about the Thief? Now the Thief is basically our fully upgraded Scout with less damage, but he can then be fully upgraded.
Ooh, yeah, I kind of like. Look at his ultra kill.
Wow, yeah, that's big.
We should maybe get rid of. Let's get rid of the scout maybe and do the thief.
Oh no, we don't have a Scout. The Scout was the last game, the fully upgraded
Oh.
Scout. So we've got the
get rid of-
Vagrant, the Witch. I like the Witch. The Chronomancer we just got. The Arcanist we like. The Cleric we need. The Hunter. I think he's our like bread and butter damage right now. And the Cannoneer is our big damage. Maybe the Vagrant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we weren't really into the vagrant. We just kind of picked him because it was like, well, we
He
needed
is-
something to start.
He is doing 26 damage, so what's the Thief do? Oh, 26 damage. You know what? Perfect.
Yeah, switch him out.
And then let's roll down to 50 at least. Okay, there's the Priest. Now, I don't think trading the fully upgraded cleric for the priest was a good move, but a
No.
level 1 cleric.
I think we should see if we can just get upgrades for the cleric.
They will appear much more often.
Yeah, let's do that.
We've got the Juggernaut. You remember he pushes them. And we got the Squire, which is just like everybody gets better, but he does nothing.
Yeah, it's not.
All right. Oh, another witch. There's our level 2 witch. Her orbs are now doing 33 damage.
Nice.
Now-
Meowington 6969 just subscribed and he says, "Let us discuss aliens."
Oh yeah, did you see the they said
anything come
nothing?
out?
No, the report says nothing.
They said that they couldn't identify stuff, and it was definitely not U.S. aircraft. That's all it said. So if it's not the U.S., it's going to be China, right?
All right, so I'm thinking pump 2 into the store and roll with 40.
Okay. It's gonna be a good one. Oh, look, we kind of have like a rainbow thing going on.
Oh, you know what? I fired up the YouTube earlier.
Oh, yeah,
And
they
they-
have that stupid animation in the logo.
The Pride, but like, didn't we just do Pride Month?
No, I think Pride Month's almost over. Do you think some engineer, though, I saw that and I was like, some engineer's probably working on that all month. And there was some bug with it they couldn't figure out, and he just got it finished, and we've got like 5 days left of Pride.
But I thought we did a Pride Month or something like back during the spring or the late winter. Is that
No,
not
it's
the
usually
case?
in the summer, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw that animation like started loading in today. And I thought that was kind of an odd choice. I'm assuming it's an SVG animation, but I'm like, isn't that kind of just taking up load time on a website that hosts video? Doesn't seem like maybe the best choice, but
Yeah, you gotta signal, Krista. You gotta let people know.
they could have just put a different logo in and not done the animation.
Well, here's that second priest. We passed on him, and he's punishing us for us. The old Bane, it creates the orbs on death. We used him successfully for some time, but we traded him early. And the Corruptor, which creates critters. I don't think I like any of these. We've already passed on the priest once. There's our cleric. Still just one
Animated
healing
PNG.
orb. Psychic magician. He does get a synergy here. Oh, he's got the orb. Do we care about the orb? Nah, I kind of like our loadout. Saboteur. The Highlander we know is valuable. What would we trade for a Highlander?
We've got red, or we need to get rid of one of the greens if we want to go full rainbow.
Yeah, I like both of the greens though. Well, I guess I
Yeah.
don't care too much about the Hunter.
Yeah, the hunter I think we could get rid of if we got the Highlander. And then we have to arrange them in Roy G. Biv.
Well, the Highlander has to go to the front.
Unacceptable.
And the Cleric probably and the Witch probably should be in the middle here. All the magic users.
Who makes the best hiking show? That was a typo, but it's Adventure Archives on YouTube. Best hiking shoe? I'm actually using a running shoe right now because they dry really fast. First time chat from viewer, the Rabid Tech. It's black holes plotting to come and get Krista. We did another black hole story this week. I'm
This
trying to
still
roll.
seems rather good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
I like
tanking
it.
damage a lot better this round.
What level are we on?
I think we're like 8 or 9 maybe. Those witch
Might
orbs,
be on 10.
they are really good. I would love to get her upgraded. Oh, level 12. And this is a boss. Here, there's another
Ooh.
cleric. The jester curses exploding on knives. Nah, I'm not interested in that.
This
None of
build
the
is really good.
Oh.
Upgrade what you.
the fairy. Oh, they've changed it. Okay, creates 1 healing orb and grants 1 unit plus 100% attack speed for 6 seconds. That's healing synergy, which is enemies drop more healing orbs, and enchanter synergy, which is plus 15% damage to everybody. Wow. The witch, like the cleric, you know, it's like those TV shows where you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for the cleric to make his move on the witch. And she's just giving him, like, she's dropping signs and hints like a fucking fat man and little boy. And everybody's like, just pull the trigger. And then the fairy shows up, and she's the biggest slut that you've ever seen in your life.
Oh,
She's
no.
all over the cleric.
Then that means, well, I'm kind of invested in the witch getting together with the cleric now, so that means we don't get the fairy, right?
You don't want to get the fairy. She's so powerful, though.
Will we get upgrades for her as often, though?
No. Well, we're on level 4 store, though. We could also just plow right into end game store right now if we wanted to.
Let's plow into end game store.
All right. And we actually have 28 gold left after that if we want to do some rolling in the end game store.
1 roll.
We get the cannoneer. All right. 22. Boss level. Okay, all right. He's aggressive. He's blue. I don't know what that means exactly. I think it means he shoots.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the witch orbs are really wrecking him. Oh, we lost somebody.
No? Oh,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
never
the
mind,
tail's
yeah.
gone.
I just saw
Oh! We lost another one. He's close, though. He's almost dead. There he is. All right, we just survive this.
that. The witch is dead. She's like, please, cleric, hold me. He's like, did you guys see that fairy earlier? She was so hot, bro.
Another spawn? What? He's dead. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
What is
That's
this
just the
character?
cleric.
Oh, it's Cleric. He can't win. Oh, no. That's
Very much
bullshit.
never
The elite
happened.
is dead. Oh, you know what? I can heal myself and just ram them.
Run into him, yeah.
This can be salvaged, chat. Imagine the roller coaster of motion for these 2 red blobs.
There's
he
literally a
doing?
pond, doing checkmate.
One of them's almost dead. Shasha! Yeah!
Wow.
MVP.
All
Hard
right.
carry.
Area of effect attacks deal 3% damage per unit hit. I don't know if that affects our witch. Nukers gain 1% area size and damage every second. The witch
Don't
is...
we have a nuker?
Is that a cannoneer? Yeah, that's the cannoneer. Or attack speed to a random unit if you have 2 or more enchanters. I don't think we do. Also, we have 46 gold, so we could re-roll this. It's got to be either the nuker or a reroll, right? You know what? I think it's got to be re-rolled. Last unit is fully healed and gets plus 20 bonus to all stats. That's interesting. Position 6 takes 10% of its health as damage every 3 seconds. Wait a minute.
What?
That's terrible, right?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Ranger arrows. Alright, we got no rangers. I guess we got to take last stand.
Or we could re-roll, but it's expensive.
These are terrible, though.
Yeah, let's re-roll.
Enemies taking damage over time have reduced movement speed. More ranger arrows or the Ouroboros right. I don't want to re-roll this again, but this is still more trash. I got to take the Ouroboros, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
20 gold that round. That's nice. So now we're at the end game store. There's the Pyromancer. The Priest. I think it's still... I think we should stick with the Cleric.
I think so too.
The Stormweaver... That's the lightning one. And the Blade... The Blade replaces the Highlander, but has a ranged attack.
I feel like the Highlander does more damage,
But
though.
wait, 11? Yeah, that's...
It's garbage. Yeah.
Multiple. He throws multiple blades, though. I bet there's like 5 of them. All right. Well, we don't know. We won't gamble with that. That's all trash. Oh, there's another Highlander.
Is Wendell here tonight?
I'm here.
Miam says he's fighting the birds off again.
There's the fairy again. Oh man, we could have had that.
I was fighting cicadas right before the stream.
Oh really?
I haven't seen any more.
Where were they?
Yeah.
At your house?
Yeah, on the side of my garage. I've got a dumpster for one more day where they're working on the roof, and they said that I could fill up the rest of the dumpster with any trash that I have. So I was getting rid of some of the trash on the side of my dumpster, and I was like, "Oh, let me move this," and I was like, "Oh Lord, there's a lot happening here."
It's just crunchy, just full of shells. Yeah. Ugh.
Do they like dark places like that? Is that something they do? I don't know.
I don't know. There was a bird corpse there too. So like it was desiccated. So I don't know if it was like the moldy eye or whatever. But there was a bird corpse, and there was a bunch of like cicada shells. They weren't alive, just stuck to the side of the building. And then there were like other crawly beetles and stuff. I didn't really like take an inventory, but there was definitely a lot of dead stuff and a little bit of alive stuff.
Have you checked? It's possible that Dracula is in your garage.
Good likelihood.
It's a lot of insect activity back there, like a lot. And also a lot of morbidly obese squirrels now. They're all like 300-pound squirrels. It's so fun.
You know how we had like the Pandemic 15? They got the Cicada 1.
Need some sage to burn.
Oh, I cannot get these
Sage
fucking...
last season.
There's no magnetism. That magnetism is bullshit. Like, I'm right next to these things. Look at that.
Ooh, you're taking a lot of damage. Oh, no, you got it. All right.
Spoiler alert. I made it. I don't like any of these. Although that's... What's our mercenary?
The thief?
Oh, yeah. All right. That makes sense. The Plague Doctor.
That says Magnet was last snick.
Oh, okay. I think the Plague Doctor is kind of like the Witch.
I like the witch better though. I think she's really good.
And that would give us 20% damage bonus to both of their orbs if we had both of them. That seems really powerful.
Okay.
I don't know who to let go though.
Oh.
Is it the Arcanist? I think we got to let the Arcanist go.
Yeah, I mean, he's been kind of weird lately anyway.
He's been a solid
Making,
worker.
like, snide comments to the other players.
He doesn't, like, the whole camp kind of enjoys and plays along with the silliness of the Cleric and the Witch. But he's always just, like, saying what he shouldn't be saying about it. He's, like, really being blunt about it. It makes everybody really uncomfortable.
We're supposed to be training, guys. This is not a romance camp.
All right. Level 14, certainly not a joke. I'm not seeing what the Plague Doctor's doing here. Are you? Are his orbs exactly the same as hers?
There are some bigger ones and some smaller purple ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, we lost one of them. Oh, no. Oh, that was lucky.
Ooh.
I cannot get these fuckers.
Yeah, I just watched you swirl around it.
It's so difficult. Oh. Oh, that was a huge mistake. Wow. Okay, this is it. 2 left and one of them's almost dead.
No, it's okay. Cleric's gonna make it. He's gonna pull it through.
It's the cleric and the witch.
Oh!
It's alone in the end.
They're gonna kiss at the end of this battle.
Look how slow they move. Ooh. Well,
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
this is the cleric again on his own. I don't think I can pull this one out. There's another wave. Just go into the light, sir. Wow, he almost took it. Oh, wait. He shot something. Maybe that wasn't the cleric.
You died. Oh.
You get the Healy orbs.
No, there was no coming out of that. Like, keep healing and bash them? That would take all night. I'm going to re-roll that. No. Ooh, what if we start with an engineer? That's a weird start, right?
What does the engineer do?
Spawns turrets.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
At least
different.
if this is a terrible idea, then we won't have to suffer for long. They're not great.
Pretty zippy though.
I wonder how many I can stack. Well, 3. They're not dying either.
It doesn't give you a progress indicator either, like some of the other ones.
Oh,
There's like a little bar graph.
max 3 it looks like. Wonder if that goes up. Two additional turrets and 50% damage on level 3. Okay, so you can max out at 5. Alright. There's the Vagrant, which gives us the orb, if we want to go that route. The Cryomancer, we know about the Cryomancer. We have middling feelings about the Cryomancer. And the Arcanist, who, again, is a bit of a workhorse.
I think Arcanus is a good early build. We can always swap him out if we don't like him.
Do we care about the Vagrant?
Not really.
You know, I think I'm taking the Vagrant just because, like, there's no reason not to, right? We'll get the money back.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to take both of them. Oh, I can't afford both of them. I guess there's no reason not to take them early on. You always build your snake. I'm forgetting that I don't have any direct damage. This is a weird build, but it could get pretty powerful, I think. The Arcanist shots look a lot like Sperm. This happened last time. They give you the Vagrant and they immediately give you the means to upgrade the Vagrant. Is the Vagrant like a shitty unit honeypot?
It kind of feels that way.
Do we pass up this? Nah, because we get this money back as well. We always take that. And that gives him 26 damage. Yeah, that'll get us to the next one. This music is pretty banging.
Listen, I can't hear it. Just hear your voice. Pew, 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 pew. I can't decide if the turrets are good or not. They seem pretty good.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. I mean, the nice thing about them is if you can space them out, I think It doesn't give me the cooldown meter for that, so I never know when they're coming. But if you can get them in a crossfire, it seems to be really effective.
Yeah.
All right. These are all terrible.
This is okay. The rest are kind of meh.
I guess we don't have any rogues, and we don't have any mercenaries, so I guess I got to take the Ouroboros. We also can't re-roll this. Wow, another fucking Vagrant, really? I'll take it. Do we care about... I think you just buy these two as well, right? I mean, don't re-roll here. Just build out your snake with whatever they give you. I feel like on level 4, we haven't developed any strategy yet, though. We don't have a direction for our build. But maybe there's strength in that.
Just chaotic the whole way through. They can't know what we're doing because we don't know what we're doing.
No one would expect anybody to behave this way. And that's our strength.
I've heard that's, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that about, like, the U.S. Army. That other countries are always struck by how chaotic we are.
They're just flooding us. Like, so many vagrants.
Yeah, what? We got Arcanist again, though, too.
Elementor deals 14 AoE damage in a large area centered on a random target. That's actually pretty strong, I think. You know what? Let's take him for a test drive. And save our money. We got 2 store sticks right now. We need 2 more. Oh, wow. Did you see that?
Oh no, I missed it.
Look at this blue square. It's like half the screen. So whoever that's the Elementor, I guess, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, did you see that? Just cleared them all out.
We gotta upgrade that, right? Wow.
Oh, I keep forgetting you're late.
Yeah, I'm like a couple seconds late.
Yeah, I'm just taking upgrades and rolling with this. This is really powerful. Just clears the screen. Wow, the Elementor is. Put him on the list. Take him every time. He is slow. Oh, nice. He's almost dead as well. Okay, well now we got a problem.
We don't have a healing class yet, though. We need to upgrade when we get one. Ooh.
When a voider dies, yeah, I don't need that. All nukers. Now we do the Elementor and the. No, just the Elementor is the nuker. 1% area size and damage every second. Wait a minute. Do you think that's cumulative?
Yeah, I think so. It would have to be.
So you're saying 100 seconds into the run, he's doing plus 100% size and damage?
Seems like we would have to take that one because that's just insane.
Oh, there's the fairy. An early fairy.
Does she heal? She heals, right? We do need a healer.
No, she heals and plus 100% attack speed for 6 seconds.
Oh, that's kind of good.
Kinda.
Let's get her in here.
And this guy's the guy that, like, when he tanks, he spits out orbs.
Oh.
I kind of like the idea of saving money right now, though, because we just hit 7.
Yeah.
Let's put the fairy in the middle. You know what? He should be in the middle, too. Scout on the end. The Vagrant down here. No. The Vagrant up here.
It's pretty awesome.
Wow, that was an look at that. The fairy already delivering an orb.
Just really good at pooping them out.
She eats almost nothing but fiber.
That blue square was incredible.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, it just destroys them.
Wow.
It's just the conversation ends when he approaches the room. All right, we'll take another engineer for sure. I like the idea of saving right now. Because who's going to stop this for the next 2 or 3 levels, right? And then we're saving toward a store push. Oops. The bounce off the wall is really... It catches me off guard.
Yeah.
Because you bounce at a weird angle.
I feel like we're doing suspiciously well for.
Well, it's
strategy
that
was not-
fucking Elementor, man. That is crazy. That one was wasted. See, that's the thing you got to try to balance is like when he hits his cooldown, you need to be in a good position for him.
Yeah.
He killed one blob right there. But he killed the fuck out of it. That's so satisfying. 38. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to save again.
Okay. What,
Look,
the max level store is 5, right? Do we want to upgrade the store at all, or Dragoran says store?
but until I'm ready to re-roll, why would I ever put money on the store when I'm gaining interest on my money?
Oh, that's a good point.
If I can get to level 11 and not spend any money, then we can push all the way to level 3 store all at once. Actually, I guess we could do that right now, but with the interest, I think is worth it. We'll see how many we
Store
lose on this
redeemed
one.
highlight my message, and all he wrote was store, but spelled wrong. Team BGP, did you hear about or see the TikTok video of the couple who gave their baby a full body tattoo?
Oh,
No, I did not. That is awful, though.
what was in the geographically? Where was that? It feels American, which is going to be embarrassing.
It's probably Florida. Please be Florida.
I wonder what the tattoo was of. There's no way that is anything that you can like make out when that kid is 20, right?
Yeah, it's gonna stretch out as they grow.
That's
Bad day to be able to read.
that's a shocking amount of like failure as a human.
The real question I have is like, sure, you can have parents who are that dumb, but like, who's the tattoo artist who was like, yeah, these kids are under 18 and they're a child. Sure, I'll do that.
No, they probably did it themselves because that's probably a guy that's been to prison.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
That's extra sad.
plus 20% projectile damage. All right, the scout is a projectile. The magician is not. Elementor is not. Fairy is not. Arcanist is. Engineer is. And Vagrant is. That sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Like 4 of our guys getting plus 20% damage. I'm taking that. We got 5 interest. Now, all right, well, we got to take this Vagrant. Full store push to 3, right? Got to do that.
NFT the baby.
Now we got 41 gold. We could push the store again and spend almost everything, or we could start rolling at 3. You know what? I think we should just get to store 5. Why fuck around with these low-level losers?
Yeah, we're better than that.
16 gold left. I feel dangerously poor, but excited for level 10.
You know, if our car breaks down on the way to the next battle.
Yeah, we're totally
screwed.
fucked.
Oh, Rooter says that's not real. It was a Florida family, though.
Oh, so it's fake.
Yeah. Some people believe the tattoos were real.
Oh, they actually did it, but it was like temporary. Is that what happened?
I think so, yeah.
That's still kind of weird. I mean, certainly not anywhere on the same level.
Using temporary tattoos, it's like those water-soluble ones, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You want to paint your baby, paint your baby. Who gives a shit?
Well, as long as if it's temporary,
Yeah.
like, it'll wash off their next bath.
Assuming the baby's into it, you know. I mean, if the baby's like screaming, maybe don't do it. That was very easy. Oh,
GG, very easy.
Elementor upgrade, nice.
Ooh.
There's the witch. Now the witch, she was super useful. But
Do we have anyone we'd replace her with?
I mean, this is a really strong build right now. Sometimes I just don't want to fuck with it. But that is one synergy with sorcery, repeated attacks. Who's our sorcerer?
No, she doesn't get along well with the fairy, as we all know.
Oh, the Arcanist is the other sorcerer. So the Arcanist having more attacks is probably good. Yeah, the fairy and the witch, definitely some sparks are going to fly there. The fairy is a vegan, and the witch is actually on the carnivore diet. So
Yeah, she only eats frogs.
there's no... You just can't make everybody happy.
Chat says switch vagrant.
With the witch,
Yeah, I don't know. Would that be good?
we've got a heavily upgraded vagrant, but I think the vagrant is a tier 1 unit, so...
Yeah, I mean they're fine, but
Alright. The witch it is, and we're going to put her right next to the fairy. This track's got like a little bit of a Foo Fighters feel. The snake's pretty slow. I feel like there's a lot of hidden stats. Because even when I had a small snake earlier, it was the cleric and the witch, it moved really slow. So I think the witch like slows us down quite a bit. Ooh. Just barely missed that
they're
one.
actually really obese.
Wow. That orange... You know what's kind of unfair at this point is the orange ones have the exact same color and size as my turrets.
Oh yeah. Crit Crivert says between the fairy and the witch, they devour everything they come across.
Well, there's the Highlander. I don't know if we have a spot for him.
That Russia witch. Flashlights off.
This... We could also push to the final store right now.
That
If we
might
can...
be worth doing, right? Because what level? Level 12? Like, if we got that done early, we could get really good upgrades for the end of the game.
This is also a boss, though. You know what? It's tough, but why not? Why not take the chance? Now we got 24 gold. You know what? That's 2 rerolls. Let's reroll down to 20. And there's the Arcanist. That's what we needed. That's going to turn the tides. Wait and see. I don't necessarily want to be right next to him. I want to be out here. Plenty of room for these turrets to do their job. Just collect these little green orbs. Go about your day.
As one does.
Yeah, this was a good decision. Oh,
Wow.
the trap. The trap got one of them. Okay, when an ally dies, it explodes, launching enemies away. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's... You don't get very many of those, but...
Yeah. Ideally, that won't happen very often, but...
These are both sorcerer-based. Did we figure out if we had sorcerers? Oh, yeah, the witch is a
think, yeah,
sorcerer, and the
I think the element
arcanist.
sword- Oh, the Arcanist is.
So we can either get freezing sorcerer or burning sorcerer.
The slow seems like it might be useful because it would give us a chance to get away and get an orb if we need it.
I agree. Okay, so now we are at final store. So no reason not to re-roll. Let's re-roll down to 30. There's our fairy. Nice. No, I don't want any of that. The warden, again, interesting. I don't think he has a place on our team.
No.
I appreciate...
Prison Architect.
I've always been a fan of him, but I can't put him on my team. The blade, I bet the blade is better than we give him credit for. Do we give up? No, we don't give up an engineer.
No.
No, no.
We're in the end game now. Now we gotta just level our units.
You know what? We could get rid of the magician. We don't need the magician.
Is he Alliance certified? Probably not.
He's tier 1. No, yeah, we got to get rid of him, right? And the scout. You know what? We could get rid of the scout. What's the barrager? I think get rid of the magician and the scout.
Okay.
Put the blade on the tail. And let's keep rolling. There's our engineer. We needed that. Now we got a level 2 engineer, which makes our sentries twice as powerful. And I'm looking at some nuker synergy here with the cannoneer. What do you think?
They do high damage. That would be really useful.
Boom. Look at this, chat. This is going to be either a catastrophe or one of the most powerful snakes to ever live.
I can't do anything about its power. It's too strong.
I will say this, and I think this is a strong omen for good things here, is I would love to have a breakfast cereal with little colored pellets like that. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, it does look. It's a nice color scheme.
Yeah, it's very inviting. It makes me want tricks.
We should contact the author and buy the breakfast cereal rights. Probably like I was so small for like $1,000. Probably sell it.
You think this Aspie gem will be a big hit among kids?
The kids would like this.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna play it tomorrow.
It's $3. Oh, and not only is it $3, it's fucking open source. If you want to run Lua, you can just compile it yourself.
Oh, that's a double layer of game for Wendell.
All right, there's the Highlander again. I don't think that any of these guys got a place on this roster. The Gambler, we're not going to be high gold from here on out. Although we are at level 14. We upgrade the blade for sure, right? There's no question about that.
Yeah, anything we can upgrade.
Do we keep rolling past 30? I think the next one's a gimme. There's a fairy. And that's going to be level 2 fairy, which doesn't change her stats at all. It's got to affect the cooldown, I guess. I really need more information here.
I wonder if he just like ran out of space in like the little bubble that pops up, or like,
maybe.
How to design it.
I think probably the truth is these mechanics are being added very quickly, and he's not documenting anything because he's having a really good time making probably a decent amount of money, even though it's just $3. Because it's that volume play. I've already lost one. This is a tough one.
Who lost? Who died there?
I'm not sure. Number 3. Are you looking at that melee attack though? The blade? It's fucking them up.
Them up?
Oh yeah. Oh, we lost the big blue. The big blue square. Now we lost 3 of them. Now the healing's gone.
No, the fairy's still in, I think.
Oh, is she? Okay. Oh, wow. Barely survived that. All right, maybe this is not the composition for us. I don't know what to change, though, unless you think it's just like because we need upgrades. Let's take the engineer.
Yeah. It might just be we changed 2 things and put 2 newbies in. Maybe that was the problem.
Level 2 blade doubles that damage. That's huge. It's going to be good for us. Oh, the Plague Doctor. I don't know how much mileage we got out of the Plague Doctor, but that would be Void Synergy, which would give us plus 20% on our purple orbs. Do we give up a Cannoneer for a Plague Doctor?
I thought someone in the chat said Plague Doctor wasn't good, but I'm not sure. Is
Okay.
this game on mobile?
I don't know. I guess it could be. The control scheme is very simple. Priest, Miner, Wizard, Priest and Fairy for healer synergy. There would be a lot of orbs, but we do sacrifice damage. You know what? I could give away the Cannoneer to just flood the board with orbs. I don't know if that's going to keep me alive, though. I think sometimes I'll lose them almost like instantly.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a wise choice. It seems like we need some sort of like protective spell, like some of the AoE stuff, or we need just more damage to kill him quicker.
All right, let's keep going. Well, the warden is protection, but it is very like it's one segment at a time and not constant.
Yeah.
No, all right, let's keep going. There's the plague doctor again. Yeah. There's another fairy.
An Aspie gem should be on their store website.
I don't like going below 20 gold. I don't think we're that desperate.
No.
Well, but we kind of are because I got fucking smashed, and this is a hard level.
If our card breaks down though,
All right.
or if we get a bill that we don't turn in on time.
Or somebody gets a kidney stone.
Speaking of, I gotta pay my electric bill. I tried to pay it the other day and it was like maintenance on the system, and I was like, oh, screw you.
How are you
website.
not doing auto pay? Come on.
Just, I like to look at it every month.
They still
see
send
my
it to you.
usage.
They still send it to you.
Yeah.
It just says like do not remit. Wow. When all of the squares are active at once, it's devastating. Like that.
Yeah. I enjoy when that happens. It's
Ooh.
like fireworks.
Wow, I got smashed in that last little bit there. But that's cool. All right, we only lost one orb, and that was just because I fucked that up. So the damage 4 is good, but here's this magnify again. I wonder how much that changes things.
Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? It's a waste of a point.
All right.
Auto pay everything just so I don't have to worry about them. I probably should. I like to look. I like to know.
There's the Cryomancer. Now the Cryomancer, he is good. But and he also gives us a enchanter synergy plus 15% damage for everybody. That's pretty good. And we do have this but the Cannoneer, I was just commenting on how good the Cannoneer is.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. We'll go down to... Oh, there's the next blade. Oh, there's the next blade. Not going past 20. 20 will be just enough for a new alternator.
Oh, but the whole engine needs to be replaced.
We just need to be able to get to Tampa, Krista. Whoa. Did you see that video where somebody got shot or stabbed or something at the Juneteenth celebration somewhere? And the ambulance showed up to get them, and they were up against the ambulance twerking, and one guy was on top of the ambulance throwing a football.
Wow. I mean, to be fair, we did just talk about an article here in Kentucky that was the redneck rave. Someone was impaled, someone's throat got slashed, and the person's still at large.
Well,
What is happening to this country?
I agree. They're equally outrageous. The flagellant, and now I don't understand this. Deals 20 damage to self and grants plus 4% damage to all allies per cast. I imagine that's cumulative and forever, or at least for that board, right? So that would be very powerful, but it says 20 damage to self. I don't know how many hit points he has.
Yeah, will he die?
Eventually, I imagine he has to, right? This also gives us 2 synergies. And it gives us an orb. I'm not sure if...
Who you want to replace him?
Nah, I'm not going to take him. That's too advanced, I feel like, for our little run here. We got to keep it basic. Look at this. The blade is now level 2. He's almost level 3. All right, let's just go with this. I'm not too confident with this one. Look at the size of that orb. That's gotten much bigger. Is that the witch? Look at all the orbs. Wow. I don't know what happened to the witch. I think she's on some like estrogen supplements or something.
Wait, she's better? Or
Look at all these giant orbs. They're bigger and there's more of them.
didn't we get that upgrade? That like, they get bigger over time?
Oh, that's the 1%. Wow.
Yeah.
That is really doing some damage too. Ooh. All right, well, we lost her. She did good work while she was here, though. Oh, wow. All right, it's getting dicey. The Elementor pulls us out in the end. Oh, and there's another witch. Nice, I'll take it. Vulcanist. Creates a volcano that explodes the nearby area 4 times, dealing 13 area of effect damage. Okay. Oh, the Elementor upgrade. Now, he's level 2. That's going to be 28 area of effect in that giant blue square. But this is a boss.
We're gonna fuck him up.
I still feel like this is a really appealing bowl of cereal right here. Oh, I've immediately lost one. Oh,
Ooh,
I'm in the
well, he's
corner.
moving
I'm in the
fast,
corner.
yeah.
Look at that. Did you see the squares? Just clear the screen. Smart bomb. All right, focus on the green orb. Oh, look at all those little critters. Oh, he still has
Get
like
'em.
75% health. Ooh. This is it.
Ooh.
This is it, chat. Oh, everything we've worked for. Oh, no.
The fairy's gotta carry
The
us.
fairy stands alone. The turrets could finish this? No. Oh, those little critters are a real problem. He's going to summon as soon as these two die, and then it's over. There's no way to win, right? This is checkmate.
Can you run into him? Can the fairy run into him?
But as soon as I...
Push him into the wall.
Nah, he's too strong. Look, he's still got half health. What did I do last time? Was it 20 last time?
25, I think, was our record. Or not 25. Was it like 22?
Something
22.
like that.
Oh.
All right, let's roll for a... What do we really want in an early... Oh, do we want an early Elementor? Rolling like straight Elementor first level?
Yeah, let's see what that does.
Look at this. This is the
This will
essence
be our
of...
last run of the night, probably.
This is the glass cannon, you know, to the extreme. What a boring war.
Wow.
All right, so we've got our old friend the Arcanist here. What if we went for a solid color build? Although they're just slightly different color blue, aren't they?
Arcanist is like Windows blue.
Well, let's just try. Mage Bros. Although one of them is a sorcerer. And every time they go to a tavern, and the tavern people are like, "We don't want you mages here," he's always like, "Excuse me, I'm a sorcerer."
Bro, it's just an academic distinction.
I
No, it
didn't
matters, dude.
I didn't go to an extra 4 years of wizard school to be called a fucking mage.
That's like what Facebook moms call themselves.
Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect for our all blue build.
Ooh.
This breakfast cereal, I don't want. Your poop is going to be crazy after this cereal. And the roof of your mouth is done.
Yeah, it's just It's really gonna be like a mix of blue and red in your mouth because your mouth is so shredded.
And black and green in your poop
Yeah.
because of the
Oh,
blood.
it's the level 1 text color scheme. That was totally intentional.
Okay, interesting. We don't have critters. Do we have enchanters? No. Position 3, attack speed. Yeah, that's the only sane choice there. I don't see any blue. I ignore it. Right? I mean, we don't need these guys. Do we save? I think Team Wizards got one more in them.
Yeah, let's save. Chat's going up some good names for this team. Smurf Cereal, Blue Balls of Fury.
How about the dead babies?
That would be on brand for our RPG games.
Look at that. They
We
didn't,
don't
get,
have a merchant though.
they didn't get even close to us. Mage power. Hashtag mage
Awesome.
power.
I was thinking sold babies, not dead. Best name still Skittle Snake. These guys are there's not a blue Skittle.
There's a blue M&M.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there's no fruit. I guess blueberry, but I don't think they do blueberry. They do a purple Skittle. I'm saving chat. I'm letting the blue boys... I mean, until one of them dies, right? We can just coast till one of them dies. Didn't get close. Alright, took a couple hits there. Now, they are a little squishy. You know what I could see here? Blue-green. How about that? Mage, heal.
Yeah. Yeah, because mages tend to be a little squishy, so if we have a strong set of healers behind them, that would probably be good.
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
I was looking for pictures of blue Skittles, but they definitely have never been made. People have photoshopped them, but... What flavor would it be blueberry, I guess?
It would have to be, right? What else is blue? Now, I think I got to take this Cryomancer.
Yeah, I gotta keep going Team Blue.
Do we roll to try to find some healing here? We could also advance the store. What'd you say?
I was like, nah, just roll with it. It's
Just
fine.
all right, Team Blue. Let's put the Chronomancer in the middle. Actually, let's think about our order here. The Wizard is low tier, as is the Magician. Let's put them on the ends. And the really squishy boys in the middle. Oh, this is a boss. I didn't even realize. Ooh. That was poorly played on my part. That was bad steering. And we did lose someone. I think
But
we lost
We made it.
I think we lost the Magician maybe. Yeah, he's done. He's gonna get a big summon on me though. Ugh.
Oh.
That is the one game mechanic I will complain about. Elites should not be able to summon infinitely. Projectiles that chain gain damage. We don't have any of that. When enemies hit walls, they create an area based on the knockback force. I really don't understand that one.
Does that mean like the map gets bigger?
Create an area based on the... Oh, I see. An area being like one of those void bubbles. So
Oh.
if an enemy hits the wall hard, a big circle appears. If they hit soft, a little circle appears. Doesn't say... But I think that's the only one we can choose here, right? Because we don't have warriors and we don't have projectiles that chain.
We could re-roll, but that might be risky.
I don't think I want to spend 5 at this point. We need more.
Okay.
We need store money. And we need healers still. This is a tough choice. I do think we need more segments. I'm going to roll. I regret. Oh, Cleric. Oh, yeah. Perfect. That's what we needed. That's all we need. And believe you me, this Cleric is dealing with a lot of hazing. They're like, oh, hey, Cleric, it's your night to start the fire. And he's like, all right, oh, where's the flint and steel? And they're like, oh, why don't you just pray for it, bitch? It's really tense.
He's like writing letters to the witch. She's in another party. I really wish you were here. She's like, you need to learn to fight your own battles. Stick up for yourself.
And the wizards are always like, Jesus Christ, Cleric, these green orbs taste terrible. And he's like, guys, look,
One just went down.
I only know how to make them one way, but that's a lie. He makes them taste bad on purpose.
He makes better ones for himself.
Take another Arcanist for sure. I'll take another Magician. A Spellblade. I think we got to take it. Now there's our full blue snake. You know, I wouldn't mind dropping the Arcanist for another mage and getting full mage synergy. Negative 30% enemy defense.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I feel like I'm bad at getting right on top of the X's though, and right on top of an X with this bunch is instant loss.
Yeah,
I think.
that's disaster.
Wow. Okay, that's a white one. He is. Oh, he's gonna shoot. There, you got him.
The green guy's our healer. Yeah, but we need that for mage build because they're too squishy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thread the needle.
All right, that was not bad at all.
What level is this?
9 hard.
Wow.
Okay, at this point, do we have to start making sacrifices to the store? I think we probably do.
Yeah.
Although, maybe not, because
Are these all low-level characters that we should get upgrades for regularly?
we're going to reduce our chances of seeing the level 1 characters, right?
Yeah, probably.
Does that tell us that it's insane to be doing this in the first place? You know what? It doesn't matter.
What's the worst? No.
It's all about learning.
Rue, are you dreaming? Rue.
What's the most exciting thing that happened to Rue this week?
Wake up.
I think she heard.
The Spellblade dude is actually pretty good. I mean, it's unpredictable, but effective.
Oh. So I feel like we're doing really well, but I don't trust it to last because it seems like just doing it based on color scheme shouldn't work.
Well, we're pretty early here. There's a lot to go. I lost one there. All right. These are
That
all
was surprisingly effective, though, all things considered.
curses applied doom. All projectile thrown by rogues. We got to take position 4 damage, and currently the cleric is in position 4. So let's put the Elementor in position 4. Wow, 30% more damage on him is going to be huge. That big giant square. All right, give me another Arcanist. That's 26 damage for him. That was a really good roll. Oh, wow. We're being showered with a... Look at this.
Wow.
I'm stopping at 30. So now we're up to level 2 wizard. Soon to be level 3 magician. Oh, but that's that 6-second invulnerable thing. I don't even want that. Maybe that's something that's, you know, we don't think it's good, but it turns out to be amazing because it sounds terrible. Look at that extra damage. The big blue square, wrecking them. Oops. Oh, wow. I fucked that up. Didn't even matter. The blue square. It solves all your problems. Trivial. That was trivial. The one on the end really takes a lot of damage. Who's this? The Spellblade. Go again, chat. Level 11. This is going to be easy. Still not sure what the golden one does.
Oh, yeah, I see him up there. Oh, I think he's like shooting lightning bolts. But like not very effectively.
Oof. That trap got me that time. I don't think I could have avoided that. There's a, oh, no, no, no. Oh, wow. Alright. This is getting a little hairy here. I made some really bad... Those traps. Wow. Is that what the gold ones do?
Gold seem to buff enemies, maybe.
The Pyromancer is the last synergy for both of these. Do we get... Oh, but the Arcanist is so close to level 3.
Pyromancer's red.
But he's still a mage.
Yeah.
You don't want that just because he's red?
Well, he's got... I mean, he does have the AoE, which is nice, but he's red.
Alright. I hear you.
Everyone's saying put the Arachnist in third. The Arcanist. in third.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because that's the damage. What about the Cryomancer for the Arcanist?
I thought we already had a Cryomancer, did we not?
We have a Chronomancer. This is the blue bubble.
Oh. Chat, what do you think?
I think the Arcanist is so upgraded, though. I think we gotta keep
Yeah,
him.
I don't really want to spend money on upgrading a new one.
You know what? Let's just go for the store. Well, but I don't want to go for the store because I feel like I'm just going to upgrade away from this, which is amazing. Look at this. So now we've got more damage there. Yeah, we can do this. Oh, this is a boss.
Murder him.
Give him the big blue. The big blue square. Alright, half health.
Oh, we should call this Team UK. Go Big Blue.
Oof. Okay, he's dead.
Wow. We lost a couple of party members.
Yeah. That was the
Clerics leading the team.
true essence of Glass Cannon there, though, because, I mean, you know. Did we already take one Crucio?
For
They're-
this run? I
They're
don't
running
remember.
together, yeah. Cursed. I think we got to take the Crucio for that one. It's the only one that makes
Yeah.
sense. Let's just keep fishing for upgrades. There's the Magician.
Yellow launches an enemy at you like a missile, apparently.
There's our level 3 Magician. With the invulnerability, I guess that's good at the head of the snake. I don't know.
The closest thing we can have to a tank.
And there's our level 3 Arcanist. It's coming together. The blue build is coming together. You know, my keyboard is almost out of batteries. And that could happen at
Ooh.
any moment. And when I don't have an escape key, that's it.
It's an extra level of danger.
Okay, we got a very damaged unit in the middle there. Gonna try to get these orbs.
I was waiting for you just to slingshot around it like you normally do.
Oh, lost some frames there. Okay, that's too dangerous to go for that bottom orb. We'll go for this one. We got it. All right. Look at this. Back to health. Those orbs are doing work.
Everyone's
Nice.
like, maybe the cleric's not so bad. Yeah.
But then they're like coughing and hacking because those orbs taste like absolute shit. All right, we're full of magicians. We like here's the blue, but we can't even take it because we're all magicianed up. And now we're level 3 wizard.
Ooh.
56 damage AoE that chains 2 times. I'm rolling on that. Wow. They don't even get time to spawn. Full health. Oh no, there's a little, like a couple of pixels missing from one guy.
Oh.
His toenail's all fucked up.
He's like yelling at the cleric. He's like, dude, I just need one more. And he's like, I can't just spit out an orb for that. That's a waste of heal matter.
I can't get to sleep. Okay. The Arcanist little sperms are really getting the job done right now. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, right on top. That was my fault. I cost that wizard his life. I regret it.
I like that we can't tell who's who because they're just all the same color. Just the cleric and the arcanist are different.
But well, you can tell by their position. I just happen to know he was up front.
I will never remember that.
Projectile damage. These guys don't really do projectiles, do they? I think we re-roll this maybe.
We got enough money to do that.
No, this is even worse.
Oh, good. Berserking. That's what we want from this group.
That's useless, but no, I'm not going to waste time with it. Cryomancer is close. Enemies take damage over time 50% faster. I'm not sure that helps us. Right now, I feel like we don't have a good gold income going on. We need more gold income. Oh, they got critters. I don't like the critters. The green ones that transform everybody else are also particularly bad for the mages. Yeah. All right, not bad. Alright, there's our cleric. Ooh, a fairy. A fairy offers 2 synergies. Plus 15% damage and enemy orbs on death.
And the cleric does love her, but who do we get rid of if we get her?
Alright, let's think about this. The Spellblade, it's hard to quantify what kind of effect the Spellblade's having because it's so random. The fully upgraded wizard, I think we need him. The Cryomancer we absolutely need. The Elementor is like MVP. The Arcanist is MVP number 2. That's like Pippin and Jordan right there. I don't know. I don't know if we can give away anybody. They're all so important.
They're all really good, yeah.
The Elementor is level 1, but God, he's really good.
I love that like AoE that he has where it like just destroys everything in it.
Alright, you know what? As much as I would love to bring the fairy with us, as much as I'm sure it would be good for morale in the camp, because I don't know if you recall, but the fairy, huge fucking slut.
Massive.
Fairy's the kind of girl that'll wear a tube top to a funeral, and if anybody says anything, she'll get in a fight.
Definitely drunk when she arrives.
Smelling strongly of cigarette smoke.
Which is funny because she keeps, getting lung cancer and curing herself. It's a terrible, terrible lesson for the young kids.
And she doesn't really age because, the magic, but...
There's our next Elementor. We needed that earlier. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll take another one. That boosts him up to 28 damage. I thought he was already higher than that. I think I'm getting the runs confused again. Alright, another boss battle. This is level 18. I mean, we're getting to where the rubber meets the road here.
Very late. Please tell me we're going to see Wendell play this.
I don't know, maybe.
Oof. Alright, he's done. That went pretty well for level 18, I gotta say. There's the area size. Did we take that before? Or was that a different run?
I don't think we did.
Oh, wow.
We did
Movement
magnify.
plus 50 movement speed that decays over 4 seconds on healing orb pickup.
That's big.
I think that's going
Yeah.
to fuck me up, though. I think I'm going to have trouble controlling that. We got to see what it is, though, right?
Well, it'll be evasive, though. That'll be good for your build. So they don't take as much damage.
A bunch of methed out mages. All right. We're going to get an involuntary store upgrade soon. Look at that.
On fashionably late travel day, finally home. Welcome home. I hope you're having a delicious snack while you watch.
Wow, this is just bananas.
Yeah, this is ridiculously powerful on this kind of board because it's given me a lot of space to work with, so I can stay out of their way.
Oh yeah, check out that speed boost. Like you have a Lucio on your team now.
And it also seems to be cumulative, like if you can grab 2 in a row. Oh, but this is, no, this is a little problematic. This is 7 of 8, and I've lost a guy.
Oh.
Wow, I'm scooting. I hope I can get the cleric to 3, and just get the, like spamming out those, like they were in that first
Yeah.
run, and then this thing will just be flying around. Level 20. What's the record?
22.
22.
There's another cleric. That Cryomancer is almost there. Whew. Oh, this is stressful, chat. Spawning in the corners. I don't like it. I don't like spawning right on top of me. Okay, we need that orb. Missed that one. Oh my god, I'm so bad at that. Oh wow. Five of 8. The critters being alive at the end there is kind of nice because it gives me time for orb spawning. Nice. Nobody died.
You're doing great.
A priest.
Level 21.
I mean, it's too late to adopt anybody new, right? This is our crew.
Yeah. This is it. This is ride or die till level 25.
I guess I'll save 10. I don't know if I get interest off 10. Like that first little screen of squares does not take out a whole bunch anymore. They're getting stronger.
Still seems pretty effective though.
Yeah. All blue all the time.
Ooh, those orange ones. Wow. That's something he one-shotted somebody. The guy is the magician in front. That guy was just out there doing card tricks.
Sniper rifle to the head.
I think it's more like a dumpster to the head. He throws himself. You know, I'm missing that wizard though. I'm noticing the loss immediately of the damage. Okay, that wasn't too... Oh, we lost 2. Oh, deal damage to all enemies based on how many mages you have.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take that.
What is that called? Divine punishment?
Yeah, which is
Oh.
weird for mages. There's another level to the Elementor. I don't think we benefit from that, though. Not immediately, at least. Alright, let's see what this does. Woo! The green ones. Alright, get your orbs. Focus on the orbs. Ignore the things you can't control. And focus on the orbs.
The yellow will sling enemies at you, I think is what they were saying earlier.
So is he harmless by himself?
Maybe?
Look at that. Well, you can't hear it, but there's like a thunder noise. That's that damage from the mage thing. And that is just... It's like every 7-8 seconds. Oof. This feels like the later stages of Tetris.
I'm sitting here watching it and I'm like, I can barely tell what's going on. The only thing
Yeah.
I'm focused on is getting those green orbs.
Yeah, that's exactly like the only thing I'm worried about right now is orbs.
Keeping everybody healed up. Oh, you tanked it. I think this is the last wave.
Yeah, tanking through that wave hurts you less than bouncing off the side of the wall.
You don't take damage from the walls.
Oh
Your little
my
dude
gosh.
fly flies.
Oh, our cleric died there, but
Oh, there's level 3 Cryomancer. What's his boost? Enemies take damage over time 50% faster. You think that affects the mage damage?
I bet so.
I hope so.
Oh, there was a Stormweaver. We could have done full mage synergy. I don't know who I'd trade, though. Nah, there's nobody to trade. We need to get that Cleric up. I'm afraid the automatic store upgrades has doomed us to this Cleric forever.
Yeah.
He's never going to truly generate massive orbs. Massive clouds.
What level was this? I didn't see.
22 or 21.
This is where we died last time.
I think this
14
one's
waves.
probably doable. 14 is a lot. I'm kind of getting used to timing the speed boost, and that does help a lot for not taking any damage. Somebody should do the roguelike treatment with Pac-Man.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Oh, I can't do it.
Oh no!
Shit. Wow.
You're losing it.
And this is only wave 8. Oh, that was a good one. That was... It's like we got really powerful for that for a moment. I don't know what was happening all before that. Maybe they couldn't agree on...
to recover.
Oh, this looks bad though. Oh no, okay, then that's not too bad. Just 4. Those yellow ones are really high hit point at this point. Woo. Okay, we lost somebody. Oh, we lost somebody else. 2 waves to go. This is not good. We're down to 4.
We're okay. Everything is fine.
No more orbs. So there's that. My life is now simpler. Oh.
You got one more wave.
And one less
Oh.
segment. Oh.
Come on.
We also have the mage damage. So as long as the last guy alive is a mage, we maybe have a chance.
Oh my gosh, it's spawning more. Come on.
Wow.
Whew.
Level 24.
Wow.
You're gonna beat it. You're gonna beat the game.
I don't know. Oh, we need one more cleric.
You're gonna beat the game by memeing.
That was just the delay.
Yeah, the delay keeps getting me too.
Well, 1 gold, chat. We ain't gonna die with money.
Can't take it with you.
Oh, but I thought level 25 was the last one. So you think you do an elite here and then there's a final boss?
Maybe.
My only... I gotta focus this guy down. What is that? Oh my god, he's got his own Pyromancer. Holy shit, somebody's dead.
Oh, they are slinging them.
Wow, look at that. He just wiped us out. Oh no. What the fuck just happened?
Oh, no, he's not.
This is the Arcanist, right? Oh, wow. He throws everybody at you. Ah.
I don't know how you deal with that.
That was a big difficulty spike right there, for sure.
So level 24 was the max that we got to.
Wow. Well, you know what? I feel okay about that. And this was
That
like
was a strong run.
it's like my 5th time playing the game, so.
Sasha says you blew it, but with the color blue.
We'll just have to try again Sunday.
Yeah, apparently I can stream at like 1500 kilobits consistently, which is disgusting, but it works for this game, I guess.
Yeah.
Or when you guys could, I mean, it's $3. One of you guys could grab this.
I probably will grab it because OMG.
Yeah, this was cool. Chat seemed to be into it as well.
All right. See you guys Sunday night.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.